Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Starting. And can someone post in Discord?
On in.
Yes, I'm on it.
Okay, hold on. It's starting. Okay, we're live.
All right. Hi everyone. Welcome to D&D.
So.
Reset.
Oh, go on.
I'm giving such a blasé intro because I assume that no one's
there
here
are zero
yet.
viewers. That's
Yeah.
Sienna, what happened with your wrist?
Okay, so yeah,
I'm
my
concerned.
wrist. I think I sprained my thumb in like high school.
Okay.
And it never healed.
Oh, no.
So and because when I work with the birds at work, it's our left hand. It's always the hand that is not your dominant hand. And our great horned owl has been biting me through the glove.
Ooh.
So if you see that big bruise right there, and also a little over here. So yeah, and it's just been like really hurting when I jam it.
Makes sense.
Which I haven't been trying to do, but has been a thing that's happening.
Right.
So when I went to get my vaccine today, my second dose today, I also picked up a wrist brace.
Fair.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I injured my pinky finger like, I don't know, December, maybe November. It's been a while. And so I don't know what I did to it. I just know that it hurts whenever I like put pressure on it, like pushing it down, like if I was gonna crack my knuckle.
Yeah,
or something.
that's not good.
But like other times it's fine, and it's been like this for 5 months now or so, and I'm just kind of living with it. And like most of the time it's fine, except sometimes I just hit it on something a little bit, and it's just like, and I just feel like I want to cut my hand off. But most of the time it's fine.
I think that's like with me and my left thumb actually, because I'm pretty sure I minorly sprained it playing Quidditch. Like, because I remember distinctly going in to tackle somebody and I wrapped them, or I like attempted to go wrap them, and then they like kind of just blew through my hand, and like my thumb kind of like bent back.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. The reason I say I sprained it in like high school is because I remember in like we were playing volleyball in high school, and I went to set it, and it just hit my thumb wrong, and it went all numb, and I was like, that's probably not good, but it's fine.
Yeah,
and I just never did anything about it.
Yeah.
It was my left hand anyway, so I was like, whatever, I'm righty. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Well, mine's my right hand, so it does matter, but it's a pinky. No, we don't care about those.
This one has been bothering me too, but not as much, and this is probably carpal tunnel, so.
Oh, good.
Oh. Guys.
I'm falling apart at the seams, guys.
I mean, welcome to my world. Like every other week I tell you guys about a new problem with my body, so.
Yeah, it's literally my joints. My body is falling apart at the seams.
Yeah, it's fine.
Where are we? We're here.
Just wait till we hit 30.
No, thank you.
I'm
okay.
26
I'm not gonna hit 30.
I keep calling myself 26 because all my friends are 26, but I'm actually 25 still.
Don't rub it in.
Yeah.
It's alright. I think that I'm 22, so that's
it's fine.
Not right.
I remember
I
in
still
grad
feel
school,
like I'm like 16, honestly.
Well, when I was in grad school, I remember like having a conversation with someone, and I acted as if I was 22. Like I kept like I was like reacting to the conversation as if I was 22, and then it took me like an hour to realize that I had incorrectly aged myself.
Nice.
Yeah,
right.
It was a fun time.
This is gonna be a fun episode. I feel like all of us are a little bit brain dead today.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a nice long nap in the car. And that's about as much in the mentality as I have.
So Sienna, I had intended, I was telling them earlier, I had intended to cook a nice dinner of salmon and broccoli, garlic broccoli, and potato. And then I ended up playing Stardew until like 6, and I ran out of time. So my current dinner is chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce, carrot sticks with hummus, and dried mango slices.
Nice.
That's my dinner.
Yeah, I
really don't know how the mango slices fit into that as a dinner, but
it's technically a meal.
It's technically a meal. Jeez.
It's that college
there's
humor
actually
skit.
I was gonna say there's an entire college humor skit on technically a meal.
I love that. It's so funny.
Great.
Yeah, so we discovered that in my town, that it shall remain nameless, a new restaurant opened that's a ramen restaurant. Like an actual ramen restaurant is in this town now. Not a Japanese restaurant that serves ramen, which is actually disgusting and you should never eat it. A ramen restaurant. And so we were talking about going to get some, but then they were like, we can get takeout. And I was like, you don't take out ramen. That's not a thing you do. That ruins the experience. And so I had pasta today.
Can confirm with pho.
Yeah, so I just had pasta and no ramen. But we will be going for ramen soon. And we are going to cross our fingers that it's good ramen. You know, gonna really cross our fingers about that because, you know, it's hard. It's a hard life having no good ramen around here.
I just found out about a ramen place that's downtown, and I'm so excited because I feel like I've done a lot of research and like I haven't been able to find any ramen places around here. But we passed it. One of the people in my lab told me about it because apparently like they only just like found it from doing their own research, and I am so excited and I can't wait to try it because I have been deprived of ramen for like a long time. Yeah. It's been a while.
Yep.
I had just discovered a ramen place in the town I work in.
Ooh.
And actually it was the only reason I noticed it was because they had those like isolated bubbles outside that you can like reserve for, so it's just you and whoever you're sitting with, just in an isolated
like an igloo thing.
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
I'm gonna try that.
They don't do that around here.
It was the first time I'd ever seen it here. I've just heard. Okay. All right, we're gonna get started. Do we have people?
No, we don't.
No?
But let's just get started anyway.
Shannon, did you post?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, let me just check and make sure I sent it because
I
totally
would have. Okay. I got the notification.
Good. I know I totally would have like typed it out and then like forget to send. Because I've done that before.
Freaking life.
I've done that before, and then I'll like go back and be like, oh, whoops. Chicken nuggets with a fork because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
Fork.
All right, my Discord won't open, so I guess we're not going to be doing any secret messages today. All right, guys. So we don't have anybody watching, but I'm still going to do my little intro. Welcome to the world of Ninda. Welcome back to the Sleeping Gods of Ninda. I am Sienna. I will be your humble dungeon master for this evening. Broken and newly vaccinated, but I am here.
Second dose, right?
Yep. Yeah. Newly vaccinated and slightly broken, so I can't do 2 fingers. I can only do 3. I'm
also semi-vaccinated as of yesterday, so I will not be lifting my arm. So, yeah.
You got your first one yesterday? Yay!
So I can lift my arm this much, but up here, that's a no. That's a hard no.
I also cannot lift my arm much. So last time we saw our party in their first full day in Dorsema. I almost said Lilybrook. That's how out of it I am. I'm a town back. And we saw the Archaeologist Society and the Mages Guild. And we met all of Cade's friends. who live here in Dorsima with them. We also met Michaela, Cade's landlord, and grandmotherly figure, who we then found out is related to Mila, who is the person that Zahara has been looking for. And Zahara actually went to the Archaeologist Society to talk about that rock that you guys saw that had the carving in it.
It's a nice boulder.
That's a nice
I like that boulder.
That's a nice boulder. And we then saw Estrella and Cade go to the Mages Guild to kind of try and get some information on the goings-on that happened in that meeting that you guys heard about from Luris. And that was decided that Cade and Zahara would go with the archaeologist to find that rock today, while Estrella was going to be shown around the Library of Mysteries and Magics by Timolt, I believe it was.
Yes.
Now I need to pull up my list of character tokens just so I can have all of Cade's friends at my fingertips, so I can just look at them and remember who's who.
Cade has a lot of friends.
There's a lot of
How
friends.
do you make so many friends? You don't speak.
For the little that Cade speaks.
To you.
Alright, fine.
They make a lot of friends.
Listen, that's how I am in real life too. I don't get it either.
Alright, so we are currently in Cade's apartment, and it's morning. You guys had just gotten a nice meal from Michaela last night, and you are all set this morning to go with the professor to see the boulder, and Estrella, you're free to go meet Timolt at the library.
Alright.
Sorry, you said we're gonna go see the boulder, and I immediately thought, the boulder feels conflicted about fighting a little girl.
Accurate.
The boulder from Avatar.
Accurate. Alright, so I'm gonna have you guys roll me a d20 to see whose scene we're gonna start with first.
We need dice for this game.
So Cade and Zahara, you guys can decide who wants to roll the d20 for you guys, since you're going together.
You can roll it because, like usual, I forgot to get my dice set up, so...
Sorry, I'm using digital dice because I'm not in my home. I rolled a 5, so probably not me. Or not us.
Let's see what Estrella rolls.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I can roll a 4. You'll see.
Please roll a 4, because that'd be really funny.
Let's see. I rolled a 4! I'm serious! Yes, like, I don't know that I can show this, but it... well, yeah, no, it rolled when but it was a 4! It was a 4!
God, I believe you. Alright, well, I guess we'll be starting with Cade and Zahara.
That's a great start.
So you guys wake up in the morning, and head over to, meet the professor at the Archaeologist Society.
Hi, Andrew. Sorry.
Oh, we got friends.
He has arrived.
You said hi, Andrew, as the dog I'm with started barking, and
Is
it
the
just
dog's name
confused me.
Andrew?
I was like, I know she's not talking to someone in here, but it felt like it.
Not Andrew.
Kate,
She can't get new hair. No.
I
Kate's
think
in a
your
different
hair is
house?
just like
I am
it's
in a different
flatter
house.
than usual. I think. Like you can see the streaks in it
Flatter
more.
than usual.
And you're in the
think
dark.
I think it's because I have bad lighting
Yeah,
here,
that's true.
so I look like a ghost.
I feel like you look more like a witch.
I feel like...
Like I don't think you look ghostly because you don't look all super pale. You look dark, like witchy, like you're coming out of the darkness.
I'll take whatever.
You're like pale and dark, like Cade.
On brand.
True.
Really.
Art imitation.
All right, so
Yeah.
as I have rolled a 4 and
right.
they have rolled a 5. Go on.
So we are going to be starting with Cade and Zahara. So you guys head over to the Archaeologist Society and meet the professor. I don't know how you guys. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna greet them and say, oh man, I forgot to practice my accent. G'day, how you going? Every week. The first few weeks I was good at practicing, and then I fell off the wagon.
Hello. Oh. He looks at you, Zahara, and he looks like he's never seen you before in his life.
You're taking us to the boulder?
Well, yes, that's why Kate is here. They're helping me. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Zahara Shearwater. I came in yesterday. I asked about the boulder that we're taking you to today.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. And he just starts to walk off towards the main road, heading back towards Lilybrook, which is the direction that you came from.
All right. I guess we're heading out then.
Can I make a history check just to know if that's like normal for him to be all forgetful and weird?
Yeah, go for it.
I love soup dumplings. Oh my god.
I really thought you were about to say Snoop Dogg.
No. It's like, good for you, don't know how that applies.
That's a whole nat 1, which is a 5. Wait, just kidding. It was a 7, which means it's an 11.
Yeah, this is normal for him. He's one of those guys that's like absorbed in his work, and if you're not immediately helping with his work, whether you're like, you might be giving him information, but it's like, it took him a long time to know your name, and you were working with him in the desert for like a month.
I just turn to Zahara and just shake my head and say like, he's just like that. Don't mind him.
Right. Good to know. When we met them, were they inside or were they like waiting for us outside?
He was waiting for you outside.
Okay.
So I am going to actually need you guys to roll me an encounter check.
Wait, so the professor doesn't have a name, right?
No, he's just the professor.
But his pronouns are he.
Okay. Yes. Yes, he identifies as male. He's a deep gnome. In case he's a gnome, if you wanted that tidbit.
Got that written down already, so I'm good.
Specifically, he's a deep gnome.
So a Smurf Nevlin. You're
yes,
not
a
gonna
Smurf
say
Nevlin.
It, so I will.
Smurf
Nevlin.
Sienna?
Smurf Nevlin?
I just rolled for encounter. I got a nat 20.
Well, that's weird because you rolled. Because I didn't tell you what to roll for an encounter check. It's a D10.
Oh, damn it!
Oh, Shannon.
Well,
you know what? Hold that nat 20. I'll let you use it later on at some point.
Inspiration.
Yes, I'll let you use it as inspiration for some sort of check later on.
How does inspiration actually work? Because I don't think I've ever.
Actual inspiration means you can use it whenever, but I don't know that that's how.
I'm gonna say that you can use that nat 20 for like some sort of ability check or skill check later on.
Yeah.
So what'd you roll?
I rolled a 3 for my D10.
A 3! Oh yay! Oh, I don't have pictures.
A 3!
I'm excited because I was excited about these guys. So you're walking along the path, and I'm assuming you brought Monty and Ruby with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're walking along, and Ruby's actually flying a little bit above you guys, like kind of just soaring in the air above the treetops, getting a little bit of a bird, literally getting a little bit of a bird's eye view for you guys. And Monty's just chilling, bouncing along, and suddenly he's like, and then suddenly he like stops, and then he starts to run, which is weird for an awakened shrub. I don't know if you can imagine just like the little stick legs just just booking it. And he's booking it over to the side of the road, where there's this little clearing, kind of like the clearings that I had mentioned before, where you could like camp. This one happens to have like a little man-made pond, which is like what you would use, so like your horses could take a drink if you were with your horses. Did you take your horses with you, or are you walking?
I think we left them.
Okay. Yeah, this wasn't very far back, so you shouldn't really need them. You should be able to do this a day trip.
Okay.
And you see, Monty sees these 5 little beings that you guys would probably have thought that they were some sort of like sprite or pixie, but they don't look like. So you know how I said that the sprites and pixies that are in that kind of like the ones that kind of appeared when the 2 realms collided.
Mm-hmm. The ones we saw on the way to Dorsema?
Yeah, but like remember how I said that like in this world they actually look like the hey, listen.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Navi.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I've never played Legend
Neither
of
have
Zelda.
I think we should play it for a
Same.
stream at some point.
Good.
We definitely should.
So that's on our list.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so they look like the Navi. So you would have thought that they might have been like some sort of different type of sprite, because they're these little tiny black beings, fully black, like a shadow. But they have these almost masks on. And at first, it looks kind of... You see them, and there's just 5 of them. They're very tiny. They're only about this big. Like a foot, maybe not even. And they're wearing these like masks, but you can kind of tell that these masks aren't they can't take them off. It's their face. And they almost look like they're made out of like ivory, and they have carved etchings into them. And they have 2 little eyes, 2 little spots where their eyes can be seen through this ivory covering. And not really a mouth. And they kind of just look up at Monty curiously. And they start to, and he like puts out a branch for them, and they start to just climb onto Monty and like nestle into him. And just like and sit on top of him. You can make an insight check if you would like.
Yeah, so I guess before that, as I see Monty running away, I'm just gonna shout like, "Oi, Monty, where you going?"
I see some friends!
See what?
I see some friends!
Who?
These guys over here! Ooh, be careful there, that tickles. That's one of them just like...
So I'm gonna walk up, and I am going to do my insight, which is a number, because I forget what my stats are.
Doing great.
I'll get used to it. Once I play enough, then I'll know. 14.
14. Yeah, these guys are... Why not? Okay. These guys are what are called... I think this is how you pronounce them. Chewingas?
Chewinga?
That's how
Chewinga. See,
Never heard of her.
I think it's how it's pronounced. It's CHIWINGA. And what they are they are actually little elementals. They technically are elementals in their D&D classifications. But they kind of almost seem like it. And what you probably you actually probably have seen these guys before, Zahara, just like out of like you kind of like probably didn't really think much of them because they hadn't really interacted with you before. Okay. But this time Monty initiated it. They kind of keep to themselves, and they're harmless. They're actually kind of bringers of good luck. They're kind of like the batch of sprites that you guys found when you were coming in. They're just kind of happy to be here, and they like they like the forests. So they see Monty as literally a walking forest. So they kind of just climb aboard just for the ride. Also, since he put a branch out and like welcomed them to like hang out in his shrubbery.
In his shrubbery.
Yeah, and so Monty comes walking back over to you guys, and goes and like just kind of like looks up at you guys and goes, "I made some friends."
Oh, I see that. Good job.
God, I miss being in the bookstore.
This one's name is Larry. This one's name is Gretel. This one's name is Sasha Baron Cohen.
Monty, did you name them? Or do you speak their language?
I don't know.
Alright. Never mind then. Let's keep moving.
Alright, you guys can roll me another encounter check.
Kate's turn!
Oh, God.
Just a D10.
D10. I also rolled a 3. Should I roll again?
Roll it again.
We run into more!
I don't want to go away.
And now you have 10.
Oh my God.
Is it another 3?
I'm just gonna keep rolling until I get something that isn't a 3.
Yeah. Because
A 1.
You don't need a what?
A 1.
A 1. All
Make
right.
this the hardest thing. They got a 1. It's gonna be the worst, right?
Um.
Kill him. Then you'll know how much you need Estrella in your life.
No
Yes.
story.
No
No combat.
So
Instant death.
you Okay, I'm gonna actually have you guys make a perception check.
Okay.
Nat 20.
All right, fair enough.
I got a 13.
Okay. So Cade doesn't see anything. I think Cade is still kind of freaked out by the
Cade just wants to be in a bookstore.
the Chewingas.
Which I thought was Kate speaking when you said that. It's like,
what?
Well, Kate said, I miss being in a bookstore, and I was like, that's a really random thought, Kate. But I realized it was Cade saying it, and it makes a lot more sense.
I also miss being in a bookstore.
True, but I thought it was like, you hate D&D now? You just want to be in a bookstore, you don't want to be here?
At 7 p.m. That's what I usually do on Friday nights. It's just lurk in bookstores.
Not how it works. Alright, so yeah, Kate is kind of distracted by the Chewingas. The professor, mind you, has like barely been paying attention to any of you. He's kind of been like, you don't know how he does it, but Cade, you've seen this before. He kind of just like is constantly scribbling in a notebook and like muttering to himself, kind of like not in a crazy way, but kind of in a I need to talk a little bit out loud to think kind of way. Like the thoughts are too
like Shannon.
Yeah, the thoughts are
like
too jumbled. Therefore, anything that I actually need to remember, I have to say out loud.
Gotcha.
And when the Chewingas came over, the only thing he did do was he plucked one from Monty and put it on his shoulder so he could just like start studying it. And Zahara, what you see so you guys are actually in a part of the forest, or I mean the path, that is a little bit rockier. You're not to the boulder yet, but there is like these are natural rocks, these are supposed to be here. But it's just, some rockier area. And Zahara, you suddenly see the rocks kind of ripple.
Okay.
And you see a worm-like monstrosity looking at you guys from the rocks. In fact, you see 3 of these worm-like monstrosities lurking from the rocks. And I say looking,
I would like to make an intelligence check to recall information about them, and they are a favored enemy of mine. I have advantage on it.
Go for it.
Yes! I've been waiting for this one.
Looking and staring at you is a lot to say about these guys because they don't have eyes. That I will give you because you're looking at. You saw these things.
Okay, so it says intelligence checks, so it's just straight intelligence.
If it doesn't say intelligence parenthesis like survival or something like that, then it would mean straight intelligence.
I think it's straight intelligence, because it's survival checks to track them, and intelligence checks to recall information about them. Okay, so that's an 18.
An 18? Awesome. So these are something called gricks.
Gricks.
Grick. G-R-I-C-K. Gricks. And they are exactly how I said. They are a worm-like creature that can blend in with the rocks. That's just its kind of coloring pattern. So they have a camouflage. And they have this one massive beak at the front of their head.
Rockworms with a beak.
And 4 barbed tentacles with suction cups.
Oh, joy!
Coming out from coming out kind of almost like they peeled open like a banana, and then instead of a banana, there was just a giant beak there.
Do I know if they're aggressive?
They don't typically like hunt, but they do ambush.
Lovely.
And you you are able to see that is exactly what is happening right now.
Oh no!
I need you guys to roll initiative.
Woo!
Hooray!
And I'm going to tell you this, Professor. I do not believe I think he's a commoner. I have to double check what I said.
I got a 13, as I do. Every initiative.
How do you keep
ever.
Getting that?
Doesn't matter who I'm playing.
Wow.
It's
With
13.
my advantage and my +4, I get a 10.
Oh no!
Oh, that's bad news for you guys.
Yeah.
You're all missing Estrella now, aren't you?
The Grick's got a 20.
Oof.
Of course they did.
Not Nat. Oh no, he has things he can do.
My hands are freezing, and I don't know why.
Are the professor and whatever the other guy's name was, they're all...
It's just the professor.
Oh, the assistant whose name I have forgotten. Hold on.
Claudax?
Yeah, Claudax.
Not there. Okay, well, is the professor
No.
fighting or just thinking?
He can fight. He sees them and he's like, oh, what fascinating creatures. And he will be going last. And just remind me how much HP you guys have.
27.
Ooh.
8 points.
28.
Why do I have so little HP? I have 23.
That's not that much less than these guys.
Percentage-wise, it is.
Rangers?
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Rangers get a lot of HP.
I don't know what bards get, to be honest.
A full, it's like a fifth, maybe a sixth of the HP or something. It's a sixth. I think it's something in the realm of...
Yeah. Close-ish.
I do math sometimes.
You know what sucks? On my first turn during combat, I have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that I've not yet acted, which won't help in this scenario.
Yeah, you gotta roll well on
You
initiative.
could attack the professor.
Yeah, in order for
exactly.
that to work.
You could just go turn around and attack the professor with advantage. Since he's
yeah,
going last.
you could. He is going last. Alright. So these Gricks are gonna go first. So I need to see. Alright. And I think because they saw that that Zahara spotted them, but they know that Cade has not. So they are going to get advantage on this because they are hidden from you. So a.
Am I able to alert Cade to their presence, or is it like too late for that?
It's a little too late for that now.
Damn.
So does a 21 hit?
It sure does.
Okay. So that is. Oh, I forgot to roll for the other ones. One of them's going to still try to hit Zahara. With a 13.
Nope.
Alright, and third one's gonna try to hit the professor. And I don't think that one's gonna hit either.
Rude.
So it's just gonna hit Cade. It's hitting you with one of its tentacles. Now you see it.
Great.
And that is 13 damage.
Oh, yikes.
I hope I don't kill you guys.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And that is
PTK?
No.
Or PPK?
Estrella
Partial
will be
party
fine.
kill?
Yes, Estrella will just
PPK.
carry on and, finish all the missions. She'll go out alone, I guess. Do exactly what she said not to do.
And that is going to be Cade.
Okay. Yeah.
Quick question, Sienna. That thing that we got where we can use, like, help as a bonus action from, like, the power of friendship thing from talking at the campfire,
Completely.
is that, like, we can use that each time, or is that, like, once per day you can use a help as a bonus action? Or, like,
No,
once per rest or whatever?
No, you can use it whenever you want.
Okay.
But that would be your bonus action. So, like, for Cade has bonus actions already available, like Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
So, it would be a choice between one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is this thing?
They have now attacked you guys, so they're on top of you.
Okay.
So 5 feet.
Where was that posted? Like the thing about the help? The wording of that or something. Did you post that somewhere?
I think I posted it in Discord.
Okay, that's somewhere.
It's
like
somewhere.
in the main chat. If it's something that all of you guys have, I typically post it in the main chat.
I'm going to try and
for the
stab
Ninda.
it.
Alright, go for it.
Does a 17 hit it?
Yes, it does.
Thank God. Sweet. That is 10 damage.
Alrighty.
And then I'm gonna do a bonus action healing word on myself.
So what does that bring you to?
So that gives me 7 hit points back. Nice.
So what's your
So
total?
I am at. Hold on. I can't do math.
That's okay. That's why I'm asking.
21.
Okay. Zahara, you're up next.
Alright. Does my intelligence check from before Do I know if they have any weaknesses?
They do not.
Okay.
None like. Oh, you know that they do have resistances. Oh, Cade, what kind of damage did you do?
Oh, damn it. Melee. What is it?
No, like what's the damage?
What was the weapon?
Like it's your rapier,
piercing,
right?
piercing.
Is your weapon magical?
I don't think so.
Then it doesn't seem as hurt as it was.
God damn it. FML.
You said that they're 5 feet, right?
Yeah, they're right. There's one in front of each of you.
Are me, Cade, and the professor in a line? How are we situated?
I mean, that can be up to you guys. I had kind of assumed that it was like you and Cade and then the professor, because he was probably just trailing behind because he was writing in his notebook. But
okay, that makes sense.
But I mean, if you guys don't want to be next to each other, if like one of you was taking the actual lead, that's fine too.
Okay, so are 2 of them or 3 of them? Yeah, I guess I want to know what their positions are. In relation to each other.
In relation to each other.
Yeah.
They're all like 5 feet away from each other, with like Cade kind of in the middle.
I'm going down.
Am I able to finagle my way around one of them without getting an opportunity attack? Like still being like kind of close to the one, but
you'd have to
position
go through...
myself so.
No.
Well, it depends on where you're finagling. I guess if you're on the end.
Yeah, no, she's on the end. Yeah, no, you could.
Okay, so I would like to position myself so that, if possible, all 3 of them are in front of me.
Yeah, that would be possible if they're in a line.
They're not in a line.
Oh.
They're like 5 feet in the diagonal sense.
In the diagonal sense.
Like, they're making like an arrow, essentially. Cade's right here, you're right here, and the professor's right here.
So it's a triangle, in other words.
Yeah, that's the right word for it.
So am I able to finagle myself where I can get 2 of them then in a line?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do that. If possible, preferably the one next to me and the one that attacked Cade, and I'm going to use my breath weapon!
Go for it. Do it up.
I've been dying to use this. Alright, so as an action, once per rest, I exhale in a 5 by 30 foot line. And the 2 have to make a dex. Yeah, basically a beam of lightning. And they have to make a dexterity saving throw. And the DC is 12.
DC is 12. Okay, sorry, let me pull up their stats again. I have like 5 things going. Sorry, you said dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I did 2 there. Okay. That's not gonna make it. Alright, yeah, they both fail.
Okay. So they each get 7 lightning damage then.
Okay, so 14 total. Because I'm doing it like in bulk.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank God they failed, because half damage would have just been 3.
Oof. All right.
And I didn't see any kind of resistance to my lightning. Well, not like it even matters. I can only use it once per rest. So. For now.
Alright, yeah,
Mike
no.
is on, because I'm done eating.
Okay, so next up is the professor. He is gonna do something crazy.
Wait.
Easy.
He is going to
Abandon.
he's actually going to position himself in the other direction, kind of like how you did, where the one that's in front of him and the one that's in front of Cade are in a line. And he is going to use Thunder Cannon.
Oh.
Hey, we both got thunder. Well, lightning. Thunder.
Except he's not gonna hit.
Oh no.
And that's all he can do. And
Oh
so
wait.
he's just...
Before I wanted to use my bonus action. Oh, and Ruby
That's okay.
too. I forgot about that. Yeah.
You can do both of those things still.
I'm gonna use my help action to help Cade, and Ruby's gonna use hers to help the professor.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, he's gonna then roll with advantage. And he rolled a nat 1 on that second die, so that's still not gonna hit. Yeah, the professor's not that great, but if he hits, he can do some pretty great. Alright, so that's back around to the Grix. Oh, actually, first, I should figure out something real quick. Give me 1 second.
Death is coming for us.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay, they are still all there. I thought maybe one of them had perished, but 'tis not the case. So I'm gonna have it be... Okay, so the one crit on the professor...
Oh no.
Got a... got a 10 to hit Cade, doesn't hit, right?
Nope.
But got an 18 to hit Zahara.
Yeah.
Alright, so that one's gonna hit. So they're gonna do this, and I forgot that they actually have multi-attack, so they should have actually hit Cade twice last time, but I will...
Oh, good.
I'm gonna just forget about that. So that's 10, 12 damage, and then they're gonna hit you again.
Okay.
With their beak. But that one, a 9 is not gonna hit, so...
No, it is not.
And that is the Grix. Oh wait, I didn't total up the professors. Because he crit. I forgot about that. I had already forgotten about that. Watch the professor dies before you get to the
That
boulder.
would just be...
No.
I can never leave
15.
you all alone, can I? You just go off and you get yourselves killed and everything.
By worms.
By worms, of all things. Disgusting.
Blech.
Of all the ways to die.
Rockworms.
Sorry. And then he's gonna try to hit the professor with his bite, and he's gonna do it. He's just gonna do it. The one that's getting the professor is just kind of literally eating him.
Oh no.
I mean, the professor's not dead yet. He's actually pretty hardy, but
I'm not quite dead yet.
No. But what's that? Why can't I remember numbers? Okay. Yeah, he's looking okay. He's actually looking okay. He's still got like both your healths combined. And Zahara, what's your health now?
My health is at 16.
Ooh. Okay. All right, and that is Cade's turn.
Hooray!
You have advantage.
Cade has advantage.
Sick. Okay.
So there are currently, you are literally in the middle of all three of them. So you have your pick.
Don't get the one that's next to me. Or Zahara's gonna yell out, I got this one.
Okay. I know that I have advantage, but I'm going to cast a spell that they have to make a save for. Okay. So I can cast a spell in a 15-foot cube originating from me. Oh, fuck.
I mean, you could back up. Oh, well, you'd have to take a disengage to back up.
Or an opportunity.
Oh, yeah, or take an opportunity attack.
Well, 15-foot cube originating from you. Is the problem that it would hit Zahara and the professor?
That's my concern. Is everyone
no matter where she is.
Originating from you or in a radius around you?
Well, that's the same
each
thing.
Creature in a...
No, because if it's a
me.
cube, then it's just in line with her, which neither of them are. They're technically both behind you.
Oh yeah, good point. Radius would mean out 15
So
feet outward,
she's
whereas
in the middle.
15-foot cube means it's not a radius.
I could be a corner.
No, it's in front of you. So you'd hit all three of them if you did that.
Ooh, yeah, do that.
I would like to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they all make Constitution saving throws.
Con saves. Okay.
Oh, it
Not
just
their
means
strong.
that it's the 9 squares around you, including your square. Like, that's what it means. Which includes the 3, so it doesn't matter. It's just that I wanted to math it out.
Okay.
It's not like it's in front of you. It's still on top of you. It's
What's
just
the
9
DC?
squares.
Oh, 14.
They all fail.
Okay. The damage is not impressive.
What is it?
It's 7 thunder damage.
Okay.
But
Hey,
they're all pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Ooh.
So actually that gives all of you distance. So they now are 10 feet away from all of you. So
False.
what?
One would still be next to Zahara, and one would still be next to...
I truly can't even visualize this.
I have a really
Maybe
good
I'm just
visual
stupid.
brain, I'm sorry. Like, if they're pushed 10 feet this way and they're at a diagonal from them, then it would still be in front of... It would be diagonally on the other side of Zahara and diagonally on the other side of the professor, and this doesn't matter. Never mind, you're the DM. I just know the
You're
picture.
not even in this scene, Rebecca. Mute yourself.
Oh, and Zahara, I can see you're within 60. Zahara's within 60 feet of me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, it was 7 damage, right?
Yeah.
To each of them?
Yay.
Oh, that's even better.
Zahara, you get 7 hit points. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on you.
Yay, thanks. Alright, so that brings me up to 23.
I need to stop.
Right? Yeah. 23.
So you actually take out one of them.
Woo!
It's actually going to be the one that Zahara hit, I think. Yeah, I think that one's actually been hit the most. I'm trying to think, because I just have them lumped, so. Yeah, so you take them out. You take one of them out, so there's still the one that is now 10 feet in front of Cade, and the one that's in front of the professor.
Alright, it's my turn, right?
Yep.
Which one? Are they both more... They're both more than 5 feet away from me?
No.
It looks like this.
Wait, okay, so what?
This is what it looks like. Where the green ones are is where they were pushed from Kate.
Yeah, that's exactly true.
Wait, hold it up. Keep holding it.
Rebecca, you're gonna be our map.
Okay. least I have
Not
something
in this
to do.
scene. You're gonna be.
Okay, I see it. Yeah. So they all pretty much like kind of converged all around Cade. Okay. So one of them is within 5 feet, but one of them is
I
not.
don't know which one is dead. Was it the middle one?
It's the one that was diagonal to Zahara.
Oh, so the one that is that. Nope. This one.
No, other
This
side.
guy's
Yeah, that
dead.
one. That one's
So
dead.
yeah, Zahara, you don't have anyone directly in front of you anymore. Because that guy
Yeah.
is dead.
But you can, like.
Oh, okay, cool.
You have movement. You can move over there. I'm still here. I just have to plug in my laptop.
Yeah. So
I would like to use my longbow to attack. Which do I see? Like which one of them looks? Actually, I'll just get the one that's like closest to Cade, the one that was targeting Cade.
The one that was targeting Cade. So the one that is
top. This guy.
furthest. That one, the top one. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go over there.
Well, I don't because I'm using my longbow.
Well, I'm sorry. I missed that part. Okay.
That's
so,
why I was asking if they're more than 5 feet.
No, sorry. Okay, so you're using your longbow.
Yeah. So like with me and Ruby, is there like a specific order that we go in, or do they just go in whatever order that I want? How are you doing that?
Typically, she would go after you.
Okay.
But if there's something that you want her to do, it's up to you. She's gonna act on your turn. So whether you want her to go first or second is up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her to give me the help action by serving as a distraction for the one that I want to hit.
Okay.
And
Advantage.
Wait, those are the wrong dice. What am I doing? I need to roll d20s. All right. So that is 26 to hit.
26
Jesus.
does indeed hit.
My other roll is a nat 1, so thank God for that. Yes, 26 to hit. Let's see, 1d8. Where's my d8? D8. Okay. And it's well, I rolled poorly, but 2 plus 4, 6 plus 2, because it's my favorite enemy, so 8 piercing damage.
Okay, well that is half to 4.
Yeah.
Non-magical. So that one does look a bit hurt, but not as hurt as you'd probably like.
Okay, and then I am going to use my help action as Zahara to help the professor.
Alrighty. And with that, he's next. So he is going to do
Can you not?
something.
Excuse you.
Rebecca, can you hold up the can you
My cousin's cat is a savage and just picked up a crumpled ball of paper I had on my table and just took it away.
Aw.
Okay, he is actually going to move over so he's diagonal from the brick on the other side of it. So he's not like, moving away. So that he now has a cone. Except I don't know if that's going to be enough. No, it's actually just never mind, he's just going to stay where he is and do another thunder cannon.
Thunder cannon.
The other one was a 15-foot cone, and it would have just been out of range. So with the advantage that Zahara gave, I'm actually gonna say I'll allow it for this time, but that advantage, the tandem tactician, is only applicable to you and your party.
Oh, okay,
the professor
gotcha.
is not. I'll allow it for this time because otherwise he wouldn't hit. And he's just gonna look like
she gave them out at the same time too, so technically Ruby could have given.
Yeah, true. You could have
Ruby gave me the help action because Ruby gave me the help
maybe you
action.
could pretend
so
it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm gonna allow
She
it.
helps herself. She's
yeah.
a strong, independent dragonborn, and She helped herself. She don't need no bird, I guess, apparently.
No, I need my bird. Don't say that.
No bird.
I need my bird.
Okay. Rebecca, I can't tell if you're still holding it up because I have something. You don't have to. You don't have to keep it up.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I had something in front of the videos. All right. So, yeah, that's gonna hit these guys, and that is going to be. I'm just gonna say that it hits. It's gonna be 9 damage. Alright, so this, the one in front of the professor looks like he is on, or actually, yeah, I'm gonna say the one in front of the professor looks like he's on death's door.
Good.
Good.
As this should be.
And that is back up to the Grix. So there's only 2 of them left. But they are still going to try and hit the professor, and then the one is going to move back up to try and hit Cade. Right? That's not like a permanent 10-foot
No.
wall
Yeah,
or anything, right? Okay. Yeah. Cade does an 18 hit.
Yep.
Okay. And then the professor, that's also gonna hit, but just barely. So that means okay, so 11 damage on that first hit, Cade.
Okay.
Same with the professor. And then he's gonna hit a second time with his beak. They're both gonna hit a second time with their beaks. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Well, the 16 doesn't hit the professor, so you
wouldn't hit Aragorn.
That is 4 damage. 4 more damage.
God.
Why? What are you at right now?
Now I'm at 6.
Oh. All right. Well, it's your turn now.
Okay. How many are left? 2?
Yeah. One of them, the one in front of the professor, looks like he's on death's door. The other one is at essentially full health, but just mechanically because of how much you've taken them down.
I would focus on the one in front of you, I think.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to stab at it with my non-magic rapier, which is fun. Let's go. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Oh, thank God. I do. 5 piercing damage. I am for sure gonna die.
So halved to 2. All right then.
I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Zahara.
All right, that's 1d6, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh, I don't
That
know
is
actually.
correct.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure at what point.
Yeah,
Definitely not level
forgot
3.
to.
I don't know.
Fuck! I'm an idiot.
What?
Just go. Keep going. It's fine.
Okay. Zahara, that's your turn.
All right. When you say the one is knocking on death's door, is he looking like he's like 1 hit away from dropping, or he looks
Make an insight check.
I'm gonna make an insight. Ooh, do I have advantage on this? Wait, hold on. I have advantage on wait, hold on. I'm like looking at my thing.
Playing a new character is stressful.
I know, yeah, because I'm like trying to remember what
Learning
I
to
have.
DM is stressful. Rebecca, I don't know how you
fair.
did it. You made it look effortless, Rebecca.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of time on my hands, apparently.
Okay, I don't think I have an advantage on this one, but I do have Bardic, so
You do.
Oh man, that's like right on the edge. Okay, well,
Oh my god. Don't mind that.
The Grick is
yeah,
now
I'm just
howling.
gonna stick with my 8. I'm not gonna use Bardic.
It's a little hard to tell. You could just tell that he's like, he's almost there, but you don't really know how much.
Okay, I am going to.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Wait, did one of you move closer to the Grick? Like, Kate, are you still 10 feet away, or...
No, the Grick moved to Cade.
Ah, gotcha, okay.
Moved back that
Gotcha,
10 feet.
gotcha. There we go.
Everybody else.
Okay, so this is still accurate then.
Yes. I gotta get me a little whiteboard to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna try a thing.
Yeah, for these purposes.
And
Yeah,
I
go
really
for
hope
it.
this
Try
is
a
a
thing.
good decision. So, Ruby's gonna give me the help action. And I am going to try to hit the one that's in front of the professor, because that's the one that's on death's door, right?
Yeah, you know you have advantage already. Didn't Cade give... No, Cade give you Bardic.
Bardic.
Kate give Bardic,
Oh.
yeah.
Bardic.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Hey!
That's definitely gonna hit. And don't forget to double your
And- Yeah. Okay, so that's hitting with my longbow. 1d8 piercing. Da, 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 da. All right, so 2d8. So that's gonna be 15 piercing damage, and now I really wish I went for the one in front of Cade.
Well, it's still halved.
To 7.
To 7. That one in front of the professor is gone. And I'm
Yes.
actually gonna say that, like, somehow your arrow curves and also hits the one in front of Cade. You don't know how it works, but a like real strong gust of wind must have come and just hooked it back into the one in front of Cade.
A gust of
I'll
wind
take that.
cleave.
Yeah, I'm letting you guys cleave these guides, even though they're nowhere near each other. Mainly because I didn't want you to have to waste that nat 20.
How many hit points did that one have, by the way? I just want to know.
It had 1. That's why I didn't want...
I was literally going to send Ruby to get that one, and then I was going to attack the one in front of Cade, but I wasn't sure.
See, you crit, and then I was like, I can't just let you crit on something that has 1 hit point left.
So painful. Because I did that before, too.
Yeah.
And it's the worst. How's the one looking in front of Cade?
It's looking okay.
Alright, so I am going to
looks
use
a little distraught that its friends are dead, but...
I'm going to use I'm going to use my movement to basically, like, come up, like, right next to that one, and just to, like, hope that maybe I can get it to come after me instead of Cade. And I'm going to use my help action to help Cade.
Okay.
And we still have the professor. So the professor can end.
So this is the professor's turn, so he's gonna move up to be next to Cade so that he can hit that Grick as well. And he's gonna try again for his... Or actually, no, he's gonna stay where...
If Kate knew how to read a character sheet.
He's actually gonna stay where he was, mainly because this thing is a ranged attack. What does he add to... Yeah, okay. And nothing comes out. He like puts out his hands to do a thunder cannon and rolled in that one.
We are on the struggle bus today.
He's a scholar. He is not. despite having these cool things and a lot of HP, he's, it's just true to the character.
But yeah, originally my plan was to have Ruby go for that one if I think that it only had like one HP left, because the attack is 1 slashing plus 2, so 3 slashing damage. And I assumed it would have been cut to 1, but I wasn't sure. And then, so I was gonna have Ruby do that, and then me go after the other one. Then yeah.
So, did I just get crit on again?
Yeah.
No.
Down.
Yeah.
I mean, you can roll your damage. I guess roll the damage to see if I just straight die.
I mean, what are the odds that...
It's 2d6 and then he gets to hit you again. Or gets a chance to hit you again with his bite.
He's gonna hit Cade, or he's gonna hit...
Well, actually, that's only standing. 4. Well, from the... Wait, hold on. I forgot to roll double. And then that's 11, so plus 2. Yeah, Cade's down. So Cade falls to the floor. But that's the end of the Grick's turn, so it doesn't get to take that bite attack, because the beam
Great, now it's my turn. I get to roll a death save.
Yay.
You do get to roll a death... Hey, guys, this is the first death save on the show.
I said, hey, gays.
Hey, guys.
Why
Hey, guys.
am I always rolling death saves everywhere?
Yeah, you do
It's
die a
always
lot.
me
It's
who
true.
rolls the first
Gays,
death
gals,
save.
to non-binary types.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Hey, you wake up!
Hey, that's...
Hey!
2 successes.
No,
right?
you wake up.
Two
No, you
successes.
wake up. With a nat 20, you are
What?
up with 1 hit point. It has never happened in our games before, but that's what happens.
I'm gonna go by some different rules, because if the nat 1 is 2 death
But
saves,
but-
and a nat
but
20 is 2...
But that's how it works. That's the rules.
Yeah,
you
but
can never come back
then
and save your friends in the moment. In the most epic way.
No, because if you have 2 death saves already, and then you roll a nat 20, then you pop back up with 1 hit point. That's how I'm doing it. So you
It's
at least
embarrassing that we have never rolled a nat 20 on a death save, considering how many
It
death
is.
saves we make.
Done that once.
mainly doing it that way because I know that people like Sahara have health potions, so it's not like Cade's not gonna come back. There's a DM rule, Rebecca. Don't look so sad.
It's just that you can the nick of time and like
I
that's
mean,
how.
Sienna
Alright,
let
who's
me
after
aim
me?
with the arrow, so
It's just like
I let her curve the
it's
arrow.
taking you give, so
yeah, but this
Alright,
is a hard and fast rule.
I give Zahara.
Not in this. Alright, so Zahara, your turn.
okay.
So you can, I mean, again, you have potions. Just reminding you. I know that you bought
the damn
healing
thing.
potions.
I don't suppose the help action can help with death saves.
I don't need it.
Because a bird cannot do CPR.
I don't need it.
No, I mean for me to help Kate. No,
I-
my
I
just
send-
makes me-
Worm.
Okay. Oh God.
This is not an Aragorn situation. I'll be fine.
Okay, I will try to attack. No, wait. I'm right up next to it. Well, I can use my short swords. So I'm gonna use my 2 short swords instead. Like, kind of like sling my bow around and then like rip my short swords out of my...
I thought you were about to say rip your shorts off, and I was like, I wasn't aware that Sahara was wearing
Yes.
shorts.
Absolutely.
Rips off like tearaway pants into shorts
I rolled over that one.
out of grief.
Oh. All right, what's Ruby
I was hoping
doing?
for anything but that. All right, well, that's my action. I'm gonna have Ruby give the help action to the professor.
All right, he's gonna try again to
Come on, professor.
cannon. And I forgot he can roll a second time.
I'm literally riding on this, professor. Come on. Don't tell me.
It wasn't like a nat 1, but I don't know if it's gonna hit. Hold on. No, it does not hit. So that is back up to the Grix. Well, the Grick is not going to... Ooh, wait a minute. Grick gonna do something else.
Did your monitor ever just dim out of nowhere and you're like, excuse me?
Only when my battery is low.
I am blind.
Okay, no, the Grick's not going to do something else. The Grick is just going to now hit Sahara, because that's who's in front of it.
Good.
Does a... Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
Alright. So that's 13 damage. What are you at right now?
10.
You're at what?
10.
Okay, well this guy's gonna bite you. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Alright.
Ooh.
Then that is back up to Cade.
Come on, Cade.
Would you believe I got another nat 20?
I'm so happy. Alright, you pop back up with 1.
Holy shit.
That's like literally the best times to get nat 20. Cade, you're alive!
That happens at the end of my turn. Death saves, right?
Again, this has never happened in a game, so I don't remember.
Yeah, usually this lucky.
I can't.
I mean, I'll say you could do like a bonus action, like if you wanted to like, I don't know, healing.
Okay.
Whatever.
Or heal. Yeah, heal.
Yeah. I'll say you can have a bonus action.
I'll just give Bardic to Zahara again.
Okay.
I think I still have it. I haven't
Zahara.
used it yet.
Then I'll give it to the professor since he keeps rolling like shit.
Yeah.
All right. And Zahara, it's your turn.
Okay, Ruby's gonna help me because I'm not gonna rely on this professor who hasn't barely been able to hit. All right. And I'm gonna try to hit with my short swords again. Ooh. So that is a 19 plus some stuff to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And 1d6 piercing. Wait. How does double-handed weapons work again?
You get 2 attacks, I believe.
Yeah, but I only add my modifier to one of them, right?
Rebecca, you're the dual-wielding rogue.
What? Yeah, you add your modifier to one of them.
Okay, so it's instead of 1d6 piercing plus 4, it's 2d6 piercing plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so I got... Ooh, alright, so that is 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
Because I get plus 4 and also plus 2 since it's a monstrosity.
That's
Gotta
still...
love this favorite enemy.
That's still halved.
7 again.
So 7. It's still looking okay.
Jesus.
So that is the professor's turn. Except you can't add Bardic to an attack roll.
Oh no.
So that doesn't really help him.
Oh, and I give my help
You
action
can't?
to Cade, by the way.
No.
My bonus.
There's like certain things. There's like a certain rule that you can, but we haven't really been playing by those rules usually.
Which rule?
The one where you can add the bardic to an attack.
Oh yeah, it's a feature in Tasha's or something, or it's an extra thing in Tasha's.
Really?
Yeah, it's newly introduced as an optional rule.
Oh, when I click on if you have inspiration, you can expend it when you make an attack roll.
No,
saving
to an attack
ability
roll
check.
you can, but not to an attack itself.
Okay. Oh, I didn't remember. Okay.
Oh, you mean like damage die?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I think you can add it to damage die now in Tasha's. I think that was a thing. Maybe I'm making that up, but I know that you could always add it to an attack roll. That's fine. That's an ability check, essentially. In essence.
He missed again, didn't he?
Yeah, but just barely.
This is why we don't give him the help action.
He got a 13.
And he needed a 14, didn't he?
Alright, well,
a little punk ass.
Grick's turn. I'm gonna say that he's gonna go for Zahara again.
Makes sense.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's 12, and then they're gonna bite you. But that one's not gonna hit.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh shit, that's right. Alrighty.
This is going great, guys.
Cade!
My turn?
Yep!
Alright. I am going to try and hit with my rapier for the love of God, please.
Do it up.
Yes, that's a 17.
That's gonna hit.
So that's... Alright. Hold on. So that's 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
But I am going to use an ability that I forgot I have. I'm going to use Psychic Blades. So when I hit a creature with a melee or a weapon attack, I can expend one of my bardics to deal an extra 2d6 psychic damage to the target. I can do it once per turn.
Ooh.
Cool.
5 psychic damage.
Okay. Well, they're gonna take all of that because I believe that's magical.
Yeah.
And then what was it from the other one? It was
8.
8, so I have to 4. This thing is not looking so great. See if the professor can just...
Wait,
well,
I
Zahara
guess
has to make your...
Zahara's down, right?
Yeah.
Time for my death saves.
Alright, no, I'll use a bonus action. Oh, wait, no, wait. Psychic Blades isn't actually a bonus action.
Then you can
It's a special.
Then you can use a bonus action.
So then I'll use my last first level spell slot and cast Healing Word. Give me a second. See what you get. 7 again.
Alright.
So I get 7?
Yep.
Yay!
So Zahara, turn is yours now.
Okay. I'm going to attack. And... oh, man. I don't know if I should give myself the help action through Ruby, or if I should try to hit it myself and then Ruby helps the professor.
Give yourself the help action. Fuck it.
Yeah, professor's been useless. I do still have the 1d6 of Bardic.
You can add that to your attack roll if needed.
Oh, so we can do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was thinking to damage that you can't.
Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, damage. Yeah, no. Yeah, damage. I can
damage
add my
you
attack
can't.
roll, but not damage.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to use my Bardic anyway, because, like, I rolled an 18.
Oh, yeah, you
So-
hit.
Alright, so this is 2d6 plus 4. 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 12 because favored enemy. So 12 piercing damage, half to 6.
He is gone.
Woohoo! Finally.
You guys have defeated these Gricks. The professor at a healthy 33 hit points.
Fucking jackass.
Cade at a healthy 1.
Healthy 1.
And Zahara at a healthy 7. And with that, we're going to move over to Estrella.
We didn't even get to the rock either.
You didn't get to the rock yet. Actually, at the end of that, I will say that you guys did make it to the rock.
Okay.
So you guys are at the rock.
Take a short rest at the rock.
You can take a short rest at the rock while we are with Estrella and Tumult at the Library of Mysteries and Magics. Estrella, were you just meeting him at the library? Did you guys... I don't remember if we talked about...
I think we were just meeting there. As far as I remember, we were just going to meet there. I mean, I don't remember having any particular conversation otherwise. So that works.
Yeah, I don't either. Alrighty. So you go over to the Library of Mysteries and Magics and meet Timmel on the steps of the library. He is right?
Yes.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. It's like, wait, who is it that I was trying to remember? Yeah, Titian is not binary. So you see Timmel on the steps, and he is kind of how you saw. You would have thought that while he's like at work, he would have like buttoned up his robe so that he looks more official. Nope, he's still robe open, jeans and a t-shirt underneath. Looks like he would have been in. Yeah, but like he looks like he was someone in Esmaine's rank, who then who then stole a robe. Like that's what it kind of looks like. He looks like he shouldn't be wearing it, but everybody who passes him knows that he is supposed to be wearing it. Because they know who he is. Yeah, he sees you approach and he stands up and says, "So, you ready?"
Yes, quite ready. Thank you for meeting me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just the library.
Yes, but you know, it's good to have someone who knows their way around the books and such to help. So I was wondering, what can you tell me about this library? There's seems to be this is where the important people are meeting and such. Do I have it right?
I mean, yeah, this is where everybody's like offices are and like the Archmage is upstairs and the assistants and stuff. I mean, not assistants. The assistants hang out usually in the Mages Guild. The apprentices are here. Students, stuff like that.
So what sort of there's a lot of books here. You this is where you learn your spells or something. Is that how it works? I'm just trying to learn as a perspective and all.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Well, let me set the scene a little bit. So you walk into the library. It is a massive library, all tinted in the colors of the Mages Guild, which is this kind of royal blue with lighter blue tints. Everywhere are these little glowing orbs of energy that provide light in the darker parts of the shelves, and you see that like some students are like actually grabbing one and like using it as like almost like a flashlight, or using it to kind of like look at some of the more harder to in the darker places, like these lower shelves are kind of under an overhang, and so they provide light for that. And then you see this big grand staircase where the railing is actually just suspended midair with this arcane energy field underneath. And up on the balcony of the second floor, you can see that railings are there as well with those arcane fields that kind of act as the actual railings and barriers. You can also see that there is a well, actually, I guess that's pretty much what you see just by looking.
Well, Rebecca notices that seems to be some sort of arcane field just along the wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say just roll me a.
Okay.
I was gonna say just roll me a perception check just to get more info.
Perception. That's a 13.
Yeah. So you see that behind. You see that there are like staircases like this one in in various places, like around. It's kind of like a center hall. Mm-hmm. And then there are staircases that go up either side. But you do see that this one doorway in front of this most grand staircase has an arcane field over it.
So okay, there's more.
Yeah, blocking passage. But you see that people aren't like trying to really go through, they're kind of just passing by it. And Timmelt kind of takes you over to like one of these desks and pulls the chair out for you, and he sits on the desk. And he's like, so as a perspective, what do you want to know?
Well, I'm a curious person, and I am definitely curious. What's up with the arcane field situation going on up there? Is there something behind there? Is that where they keep the rare books?
I mean, it's the restricted section.
So the rare books.
Like Harry Potter.
Yeah, I mean, I guess all these books are kind of rare.
Right.
It's the biggest library in Ninda, so...
Yes. So you don't know what's behind there?
I mean, I've been back there,
So what's behind there?
Just more books.
The rare ones. The rarer ones.
I guess. It's the restricted stuff that, like...
What makes it
like,
restricted?
anybody can read any...
Well, is it a little racy?
Where you open it and then
is
it's
it a little,
free.
You have to be a...
like,
You have to be a student of the
like
guild.
18 plus?
Like... No.
Ew.
You have to be a student of the guild. Like... I mean, this is...
Okay, I see. So, if
I
stopped being perspective and became actually perspective and maybe on the way to being a student, I could see those books. That's a benefit, I suppose.
No, you'd have to be a student.
Well, no, I said that if I became a student, yada yada yada, all that, if that all happened, I'm just, is the pro of being a student. I'm supposed to be learning the pros of being a student, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so enough about that.
I'm gonna just ask you to make just a
insight.
A little deception check.
I'm not even being deceptive, though.
All right, then don't make a deception check.
I need to go to the bathroom really quick, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, well. I don't know what I was trying to be deceptive about. I'm legitimately curious.
You were.
Know what's behind the thing. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So. So, Timmelt, I do have a question for you. You as a oh god, what's the word? Apprentice. As an apprentice, you mentioned on yesterday that you knew there was a visiting mage, not mage, sorry, a visiting sorcerer who just up and disappeared. Is that?
Yeah, it was like super rude. I don't know. My family was kind of mad at the Crimson Heels for that.
I mean, that makes sense. How did they disappear? Like, they just sort of ran away or something? Nothing, sounds kind of suspicious.
Yeah, he just never showed up to any of the meetings.
None of them. Like,
I mean, he showed up to like a few in the beginning and then he left. Like, he just never showed up to them. People checked out his apartment and like he wasn't there and all of his stuff was still there, but like some of it was gone. And like one of his sisters came. Sorry, my Alexa just. Okay. I don't know what it was that triggered it. Yeah, and then like one of his sisters came and like realized that some of his stuff was missing, so he must have like left, and so they assumed he went to like their summer home or whatever.
Oh, interesting. Why would they assume that of all things? That's seems like a random. Like, why wouldn't they just go and check?
I mean, I guess someone checked. I don't know. It's not my family.
Did they? Well, interesting. So, this did they pack up his stuff? I mean, did they take it?
Yeah.
Well, so I guess that's that on that then. What a shame. But did
Yeah. Why do you care so much?
Oh, like I said, I'm just a curious person. I'm worried that, I don't want if something suspicious happened, I don't want it to happen to me. If people are just disappearing left and right around here.
You wouldn't be a sorcerer,
I wouldn't be a
right?
sorcerer, but still, it's a person at the school, and I don't want to disappear. So, if it can happen to one, just because they're a sorcerer doesn't mean it can't happen to a possible wizard. Mage person.
I mean, no one else has gone missing.
None
so.
whatsoever. You sure?
I mean, Cade left for a vacation for a week, but that's pretty much it.
No, so interesting. Well, it's still. So I suppose you're saying it's not suspicious to you at all. Then did you ever talk to him? Did it seem like you? I worry about myself. What?
Well, okay, why would it matter if I had conversations with him? Do you think you're in, like, danger, like, just by having a conversation with me?
No, I
didn't
I meant, did you ever talk to him, like, maybe he said something that was, that mentioned that he was gonna just run away?
No. He was actually a pretty cool guy. I thought we were gonna be friends. Like, he seemed kind of... I mean, he even offered to, I don't know how he would, because he's a sorcerer and I'm a mage, but, like, he offered to, like, tutor me to, like, help get me to, master, and it was honestly really cool of him, but, and then he just up and left, so I just kind of assumed it was, like, just a flaky personality.
That's a big leap of an assumption after thinking he was a cool person, but I suppose there are people like that.
None of the sorcerers never hang around here, so
right,
I kind of assumed that it happened.
Yeah, I mean, who would? Yeah, right. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I understand your perspective and all that. It's just, it's a little, I just.
I mean, it was the first Crimson Heel that had, like, stepped foot in Dorsema in, like 20 years.
Wow.
Like, literally stepped foot. And, like, the fucking arch sorcerer doesn't even, like, come here.
I mean, I wouldn't know much about any of
like,
that. I don't know who you're... I'm not really... I feel like I've heard that name before, but not really, so... But I assume that's a sorcerer thing.
Give me a deception check.
That would be a plus 26.
Okay.
So yeah, I assume that's a sorcerer thing. I've been through a lot of cities and stuff, so I feel like I've heard that name and whatever, but I don't really keep up with it. But it sounds like you've got some beef with them. I guess that's a mage versus sorcerer thing or whatever. Maybe if I become a student, maybe I'll understand that better.
It's really just because, like, they're all about having innate magic. Like, I don't understand why they even have a hall. Like, yeah, they study, but, like, it comes naturally to them. Like,
yes,
everyone in their family is, like, a gifted sorcerer.
Yes, yes, everyone in their family is very talented. I'm sure.
I thought you had
I just
heard
mean
of them
I'm agreeing with what you're saying and how innate magic works. I wasn't adding to it. Just saying, yes, everyone in their family is probably talented, and that is, I agree. Studying is more important than innate whatever. I can get behind that. This is why, not that I ever had a chance to be a sorcerer, since no innate magic, but, this is why I have some respect for what you all do here with your magic studying and such. I like to train my abilities anyway. So,
thanks.
Yeah, I think you're doing a great job. Well, so what can you show me here?
This is the library.
Alright, well, you're being super helpful, thank you. So,
you want to go check out the, like, apprentice offices or something? Like, I don't know, you want to see where I work?
Yes, that sounds interesting. Maybe I could be you someday. Not, get to your position. Post perspective, post student, post blah blah blah. Eventually, I could get to this position. Maybe someday. So you're.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if I even get to the position I'm supposed to be in.
Well, you've got that whole nepotism thing going on, right?
But, like, you still have to have the talent, and I don't. Like,
maybe you should learn to fake it till you make it. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it goes terribly wrong, but sometimes it works. For a bit, at least.
Poor Timo always sounds like he's perpetually in a midlife crisis.
He is. Yeah, sure, I'll just fake it till I make it.
There are ways, you'd be surprised.
Don't we all?
I'm sure there are ways to fake magic.
I've never lied about the fact that I can't do magic, real magic, that I don't know how to do all that stuff of yet. That's what I'm here to learn. But I do fake magic, so you can. Everyone knows it's fake.
You want to learn something?
How is that just possible to just do on the fly?
You're a perspective student. I can teach you whatever you want. No one's gonna question me here. Like you said, nepotism.
This is a great question that I probably should have asked earlier. Can just anyone learn wizard magic? Like, I know it's all innate and stuff for sorcerers, but, like, how does wizard magic work? I've never, I was considering it because, like, I've always felt like, a draw towards magic, yes, but, I don't have the, innate magic, so I thought maybe,
it's just hard work and perseverance. And like a worth ethic. Anybody can learn magic.
Anyone.
You just have to study.
Is that?
Yeah. You ever read that? You ever read that book Ratatouille? And the guy says anyone can cook.
I I think I must have missed that one.
Oh, well, it's kind of like that.
Well, I'm sure we can try. I mean, I don't know that it'll be successful because it never has before, but maybe it will be now, maybe with a good teacher.
Okay. Well, come on.
All right. I can't
so he
wait
takes
to learn
you...
magic.
Okay, so he takes you, so not the grand staircase right in front of you. He takes you to the right of this, up another set of staircases where you see another kind of doorway, but this one's not blocked off. And back there you see, like, rows of literally what look like, kind of like, offices, like you'd see, like, at a university. With little, like, name plaques on them. And they, like, glow green or red whether the person is in. And so you see him walk down the hallway and, like, wave to a couple people and finally, like, gets to one door where he has, like, where you see that he shares an office with someone. And he opens the door and goes, "My lady?"
Sure.
He's doing it sarcastically.
Okay. I get it, but
I just wanted to make sure that came across.
Sorry,
that
it's
he's not
a visceral reaction, but thank you.
Yeah, I get it.
Also, Kate, did you say something? I feel like you said something, but you were, like, muted.
I said that I was glad that you were also suffering.
Oh, okay. Good. So, okay, I walk in, and, so is his...
like, office mate?
Yeah, that's the word. Office mate there?
No, not at the moment. So it's just empty, it's just the two of you.
Oh, how romantic. I don't say that out loud!
I was gonna say, it's like, I don't know what Estrella's game is.
Estrella doesn't know what Estrella's game is right now, but anyway, so she just looks around and says, "Oh, so you share your office? Who do you share it with? Is this just like an apprentice suite?"
Yeah, it's another apprentice. There's like a couple apprentice offices.
Is this where? So this is where the hold on. Rebecca doesn't remember the words. Give me a second.
It's okay. I was also going to start looking that for myself.
So it goes apprentice, and then what comes after
There's so many.
It goes
There's so
apprentice, and then master, arch, ascendant. Okay. So the apprentice offices are here, and I guess I met the student mages. They hang out over in that
in the guild hall. Yeah.
Where did the masters and the arch and the ascended hang out?
Well, Mom is on the other side. She's the ascended.
Right, of course.
And Marlene isn't here. She's the arch. Because she's over in with the Crimson Heels.
Why is she with the Crimson Heels?
Because of Onu. Because Ikish is her partner.
That means nothing to me, but okay.
Ikish Onu, the leader of the region.
But what does that have to do with the Crimson Heels?
I mean, all the leaders live in.
So just.
Dorkshire,
gotcha. So they're just hanging
She's the visiting mage over there.
Just
like we're supposed to have a visiting sorcerer, but.
I see. So that man who disappeared was like the Marlene of your situation, but then disappeared and was never replaced. They didn't even try to replace him.
I mean, he was a master, so he was supposed to learn some more things over here, and then he disappeared, so he couldn't even become the next archmage. And I guess that he was also, like me, supposed to become the next Ascended. But I don't know, I guess none of...
all that, probably.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know, they never sent any of his other siblings over here, so... I don't know if they just decided to forget that part of the plan and just crown them over there. I don't know.
Crown them. What?
I'm using that term lightly.
I understand. I mean, I understand that that's what you mean. Yeah. So it's seems like an apt word from how you've described it.
So do you want to learn magic?
Sure. Yes. Let's try to learn some magic. Can't wait.
Can you give me a deception roll one more time?
16.
He does look at you suspiciously. He doesn't say anything, but he looks a little suspicious, like, did she, and so he's like, okay. Alright, well, take a seat, and he, like, points you towards, like, a couch that's in there.
Thank you. It looks comfortable.
And he sits next to you. And he goes, okay, so, this is gonna be an easy one. Let's see, let's do... Prestidigitation's usually an easiest one. Alright, so... We're gonna focus on, creating... I have to look up prestidigitation. I forgot what
I think it's like small sounds and...
I know there's like, you could do a
smell and a sound, and it's like not pictures, but it's like smells, because that would be minor illusion, so I think it's like smells, sounds, something like that.
I think so too, because I know thaumaturgy also does sound, and so I wasn't sure.
Good point. Yeah, I always get the two confused.
Oh, okay, so he lights a candle, because that's something you can snuff out or light, or he puts a candle on the table. That's like the coffee table that's in front of you guys. And he goes, alright, so we're gonna...
Once again, not saying that out loud.
We're gonna try and light this candle. And he goes, so, I mean, when you've practiced enough and you know how to do it, it can be as simple as... And he snaps, and the candle lights. And he goes, and as simple as... And like, and he makes that noise with his mouth as he does a finger gun, and the light snuffs out.
Good.
And so he goes, all right. So what you're gonna want to do? Here, give me your hand.
Okay.
And he puts his hand out to you, and he cups your hand in his hands, and he kind of just closes his eyes for a second. And he's like. And you see his eyes, well, they don't, it looks like he's doing a similar thing to what you may have seen Esmane doing with Cade, when you were all in the Mages Guilds, when she was trying to kind of, divine how to do identify from Cade. But when her eyes went totally white, his don't. But it kind of looks like he's doing something similar, and he just has, like, a puzzled look on his face, and he goes, you've never done magic before?
Not in the official definition of the word, no.
Okay. So you have, like, a lot of magic potential.
Oh, I'm
But, like...
What? What? Excuse me?
Okay. I mean, there's reasons why it won't manifest.
Okay. Hold on. Do not move on from where you were going with that. What? What do you mean there's reasons it won't... What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we're all like literally citizens of Ninda, so like citizens. That makes it sound like it's a political thing. Like we're all born here. We all have some sort of innate magic in us.
Yeah, sure, yes, of course.
But you have a lot of innate magic in your blood.
Oh, yes. Well, tieflings they tend to have that going for them. That's just sort of
It's not infernal.
It's not in what is it then?
It's just power.
It's just what? It's what now?
But I mean, again, it doesn't. I mean, not being able to do magic is also a common thing. Like, not even if like it's in our blood, we can't necessarily manifest it.
Right.
Like, I mean, sometimes that can be from like. Sometimes it can like be locked away, kind of because of trauma. And like
sure.
neglect.
Right. Okay. I mean,
and I mean, sometimes it can just be locked away out of spite, and we can't even tell that we're doing it.
Let me ask you a quick question, Tumult. When do most
Yes, Estrella, and he leans closer. Yes, Estrella.
When do most people manifest their magic exactly? Is it always just kind of there? Or can you not have it and then you have it, but maybe you blocked it after not having it because you thought you didn't have it, but you had it all along, and everything's all confusing. Does that make sense to you?
Normally people wouldn't be able to follow what you just said. But I do.
Okay, so
yeah, that's possible.
Interesting. Very interesting. You really that's it's so enlightening. Truly. You are a great mage. You are seems like you know your stuff and such, and so how does one
So do you want to try the spell or
sure. I don't expect much, but all right.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Lord. Okay, I think I have like a -1 to that. No, I have a 0 to it. I wanted a -1. That would have made. I got a 5. So I got a 5.
How? How do you will yourself to roll shittily when it's like convenient for you, and every other time you get fucking 26s?
Well, to be fair, she keeps making me roll deception checks, and I have a +8 to deception. So
I have a +8 and stuff too. I'm
remembering now what your last one was, and I'm going off of that.
I also have a +8 in deception.
You're going off of
God.
Wait, what? Oh, my last deception.
The last deception check that you made was a 16.
Oh, I don't get to have my 26? Fine.
Well, it was for different things. You were acting different at
True.
a certain
Yeah.
point.
Now Estrella really doesn't know what Estrella's doing right now, so.
Yeah. So he goes, okay, so like never like unlocked magic in someone before.
Sure.
So I don't know really how to do it. I mean,
is it? Oh, okay.
Potential is there, but it's like super repressed.
Is it now? I wouldn't know why that is. Would have been nice to have that sooner. For someone to figure that out.
Well, I mean, again, the potential is there, but that doesn't mean magic isn't everything.
No.
That's what people don't understand.
Oh, people don't. You're right. People don't understand that.
So, like, just because it's repressed doesn't mean that you have to unpress it.
Yes, well, I do love to just repress things, so.
But like I said, it could just be there out of spite.
Well,
Uh,
you don't know me well enough to know that I definitely could manifest some power out of spite. It's certainly something I feel capable of, but that's beside the point.
I actually 100% believe that.
Oh, thank you.
But I mean, if you're really hellbent on, sorry, but I guess hell doesn't exist in this world, so, but hellbent on, like, unlocking this potential, I mean,
No.
you can talk to my mom if you really want to.
I think honestly, I've survived this long without it. I just, I kind of, I'm good actually. Maybe if I become a student, I'll need it. But right now, I think I'm good. Yes, I don't need your mom.
Okay.
So, but you've really just. I've learned a lot from you today, so thank you. I do just one final question about this sort of situation. What were you doing that made you just know that I had this potential? And can other people do that?
Not really. It's kind of like a mage thing.
So, just
a lot of
wizard
people who have
sort
like
of thing.
it comes from, yeah, it kind of comes from like people who have like innate magic and can just use it innately and don't have to like study. Like again, like I said, we all have like innate magic abilities,
Sure.
but we can't necessarily unlock them unless we study.
Right.
And a lot of times the studying comes from like a meditative place, and we're usually like kind of tutored by more powerful mages, and they can kind of like help flow the magic energy into fruition.
Right.
But people who are like innately magic can't really do that because they don't really understand what it means to force that magic energy out of you. Because they can just do it.
This is maybe a strange question, but
hey, Estrella? Are you okay?
Define okay. Who is really okay? I'm mostly fine. It's just I had a long traveling yesterday. I'm real tired. I'm learning some things about myself that's, new information, but just learning about a lot of things. It's a lot of knowledge up in here. I haven't read a book in a while, so I'm just like, whew, just a lot of stuff going on. That's all. I'm fine. So I have a question though. Why do you ask? But no, that wasn't my question. Anyway, I have a question first, before I ask why you asked. Anyway, so that just, this might be a strange question, and maybe it means nothing, but I'm just, so that guy who disappeared, by any chance, as an innate knower of the magic stuff, did he find out about this thing that you mages can do? Did by any chance, was that a thing that he learned while here? Maybe not to do it, but just found out it was a thing that could be done. And did he just out of curiosity? Maybe you showed him since
I don't
you talked to him.
so.
It was never discovered. He didn't discover that. That wasn't why he might have gone to his summer home. Okay, just wondering. Okay, so unrelated. Just. It would have been, I'm sure it would have been a fascinating.
Do you want to see his office?
Yes.
Alright, let's go. Do you have a lockpick? You strike me as someone who would have a lockpick.
Yes.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
And he leads you, down the hall. He takes like the long way around, so instead of like going across the hall, because like all of the like master and above are on the other side, like he was talking about, the ascended is on the other side and stuff like that. So instead of taking you down and across, he takes you like around, kind of a convoluted way, but like a less conspicuous way.
Right.
And with that, I'm actually going to pause you, and we're gonna move back over to our friends at the boulder.
I need to get water anyway, so I'll BRB.
The boulder!
The boulder! Sounds to me like you're scared, Boulder.
The boulder no longer feels conflicted. Alright, so, you guys approach the boulder. Which, hold on, I think I had...
I would like to say,
look, there's the boulder.
I would like to say that on my Bardic, for rolling hit points to get back, I rolled a 1.
Nice.
So I got 1 extra hit point because of the Bardic.
Proud of you.
It's still extra, though. So, alright.
Okay, so, you guys approach the boulder, and you guys have taken a little bit of a short rest, so you could use any of your hit die that you wanted. And the professor walks up to the boulder and is, like, touching the words that is on it. He goes, I've seen these words before.
You have? Where?
And he starts to write something down. He does not answer your question.
Okay. The words are in, like common or whatever.
Yeah, they're in common. But he just starts to, like, write them down, and then he pulls out, like, a big piece of paper and does a rubbing of it. And I want you guys to give me...
But okay.
Yeah, I want you guys to give me a... and he also then, like, after he does the rubbing, you see him pull out, like, a little, chisel. No, a little chisel, so that he can, like, break off a piece of it, and he, like, touches it to his tongue, like... And he's like, he's doing all, like, the weird stuff.
All the things that we did in marine geology.
Exactly, Shannon. Exactly, Shan. He's doing all those weird things, that you're supposed to kind of do in geology, but it feels like you shouldn't. And he's in his own little world. Monty is off playing with the Chewingas. Those guys are still with you. They were hiding the entire battle.
Lovely.
Monty was up in a tree, camouflaging himself. But he's actually been taught by Zahara, because otherwise he just gets in the way of fighting. So he knows, Zahara, he knows that he just...
Yeah, Monty cannot fight to save his life.
When trouble comes, he hides. It's what he's been told to do. And so I want you both to make me a perception check.
Alright,
I got a dirty 20.
Oh.
I did not get that high. I got a 10. I got a
You're
dirty
halfway there.
10.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you still see it. So so you see that, like, so the professor has really only been on the one side of has really only been on the one side, so the side facing you is the side that has the wording on it. And he hasn't yet walked around to the rest of the boulder. But you do see crawling over the top of the boulder, you see a single green eye.
Okay.
Staring at you both.
Goody.
And then stares down at the professor.
Is the eye attached to anything, or is it literally just an eye?
No, it's attached to a Nothic.
Oh, for fuck's
Okay.
sake.
Come back.
In
Yeah,
fact,
we were done with this thing.
it seems like it might be the same Nothic that you guys saw before. And he is staring at you with this intense eye. But then he just sits and but he's just sitting and crouched on top of the boulder.
I picture it like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
It's little like Gollum, but he's just sitting and staring. And
Gollum mixed with Mike Wazowski.
You see that his talons are incredibly sharp.
He has talons?
Yeah. And his talons just like dig into the rock. And he's still staring. He's going from Cade to Zahara to the professor to Monty. Like he's literally looking at everyone in your party and Ruby. He's eyeing Ruby as well. But he just, as he's staring at you guys, he just like a knife through hot butter, these talons go into the rock.
Jesus.
And just pull out a piece of rock, and he just starts to eat it. And he's just staring at you guys. And I'm going to need you guys to roll me. Sorry, I have to find where this was.
I really don't like this thing at all.
You guys need to...
It's some kind of saving throw. I feel like it's a saving throw.
It is a saving throw. I'm just trying to remember which one it is. Or actually, no, I think it's a check.
I am very tempted to cut this thing's fucking eyeball off.
Make me a deception check.
Oh. 14.
Both of us are just Cade, who wants to cut off his
both
eye?
Of you. Both
okay.
Of you.
You said deception?
Yeah.
See, I have a +8, and I only got a 14 because I roll bad.
I have a +1. That's an 11.
Okay.
My dice seem to think double nat 20s on a death save was enough to compensate for every other terrible roll I make.
I feel like that was very helpful. Those double nat 20s in that situation.
Sorry, what did both of you get? I just want to make sure
14.
11.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need you both to tell me a secret.
Oh.
What?
Or a fact. This is, for those of you watching, I'm going to read it.
I need to hear it too, because I have no idea what this means.
So, this creature has something called Weird Insight. The Nothic targets one creature it can see within 30 feet of it. The target must contest its charisma deception check against the Nothic's wisdom insight check. If the Nothic wins, it magically learns one fact or secret about the target. The target automatically wins if it is immune to being charmed. Are either of you immune to being charmed?
No.
I doubt it.
I guess I should make the professor do this too.
Yeah,
I figured. I just wanted to double check. I should make the professor do this as well. Except his insight's not great, so I don't think it'll matter. Or, I mean, his charisma? No, his charisma's not good. Yeah, no, he also fails. So, I want you guys to tell me what this Nothic learns.
Do we tell you individually, or do we just say it in
does it
general?
learn it telepathically, or do we, blurt it out?
It learns it. But...
I feel like for the sake of others, we should say it out loud.
Yeah, I'm going to say that at least for the sake of the show, say it out loud. But you won't actually know each other's.
Okay, but it could be any fact?
Or secret. Come on, give it a secret.
I don't know if I have many secrets.
Cade doesn't learn it, neither does the professor. I'll tell you what the professor's is.
I don't know if I have any secrets. My village is
Tell us
destroyed.
your secrets.
You have your
Does
family.
it kind of learn that my village
Tell
is
about
destroyed?
Give how you feel about someone, either in the party or from the fam. Or from your village?
She's not on great terms with most of her family. That's what it learns.
Okay.
Fuck. I was gonna say something and I changed my mind. I like what you said. It learns that Cade is scared to get close to anyone after his dad's died.
I thought you were gonna say,
Okay.
Cade is scared of the dark.
I did want to say something stupid like Cade is scared of something that is like embarrassing for someone who's like really stoic to be scared of.
Well, although none of you would know, I'm also going to say what, because the professor also failed. So I'm going to say that the professor's secret that the Nothic learns is that he is afraid of the dark.
Aww.
Yeah. That was actually sorry, that he sleeps with a nightlight.
Oh.
An arcane nightlight.
That's hilarious.
Before you said afraid of the dark, that was actually what his thing was going to be.
That's so funny.
It's that good. We're so in sync.
So, okay. So the Nothic looks at each of you and starts to speak.
Common?
You mean harm not?
No,
and he points a very long talon at Cade and goes, "You are scared."
Yeah, you're fucking weird looking.
And then points.
Is that what Cade actually says?
Yes.
And then he looks at you, but points to Zahara, and then turns his gaze to Zahara, and goes, "You have bitterness." And then he points to the professor, who has now looked up and has gone, "Holy shit." And goes, "You are strange."
Didn't need him to tell us that.
Savage.
And it just like I want to sit like it does.
When it's haunches or something.
Yeah. Is it gonna be like L from Death Note?
It's like
That's what I was picturing.
Because it's like it's like this, like
the what is this, Smeagol, Gollum, whatever. I don't watch Lord of the
Rings. It's kind of in that kind of pose, but it actually nestles down more onto the rock, like less like just like hunched, like it was ready to pounce, because that's kind of what it looked like before, and more looks like it's just sitting down, and goes, "Why are you here?"
We're investigating the boulder. Conducting research?
And the professor is like, the words on the rock, and the Nothic looks down and says, "These words have been here for many years." Can you guys hear me with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure that like you can actually hear me with that raspy voice. "These words have been there for many years. Why do you look?"
They seem like a warning.
And we just walked past the boulder for the first time.
This
is...
He turns to Cade, who says that, and he says, "This is not true."
Oh, I mean, I guess technically I've walked past it before, haven't I?
Indeed. The
Well,
first day we met.
okay. That's what I meant. We walked past it that time, but now we're coming back to look at it. We just didn't know it was here before that.
And he, like, leans forward to, like, gaze at Cade even more and goes, and is like, "You are afraid." Which
You
is...
should be afraid.
Cade woke up and chose violence today.
And he goes, "I do not think so."
This Nothic is about to have no eyeballs. I swear to God.
Zahara's gonna interject and be, well, you said these words were here for years. Do you know how long exactly? I'm totally like not in my accent, but whatever.
They were here when the glacier brought us here.
And when was that?
Many, many years ago.
Right. Well, do you know numbers? Do you know how to count?
Do you know how to count?
At that he jumps down from the boulder
Oh no.
to look to come up to Zahara and just stare.
Zahara's backs up, like leaning away like this.
And he looks down at Monty. "Take care of this one."
Well, all right.
And he
sure
goes
thing.
back over, and now he walks over to Cade.
I swear to fucking God.
"What answers do you seek?"
What does this message mean? What do all these weird cryptic messages mean?
Nat 20. He knows all the answers.
He
Campaign
actually
over.
rolled a 4.
Ugh.
I wish he had rolled well on that. He rolled a 4. He thinks about it, and he looks at the rock, and he moves over to the words, and the professor, like after when the Nothic jumped down from the boulder, the professor, like, fell and is, like, crawling backwards, like, away from it, like it's about to attack him, but it, like, pays no mind to him, and it puts its hands over the words, and he says, "I believe the world needs to be fixed."
Out of character. Yeah, no shit. It literally says it's broken.
And he goes,
Out of character, I say that.
I know. "You must take a chance. And seek out what you know not."
Do you think that's any less cryptic than what's on the rock? I'm confused.
And he looks at you one more time, Cade, and says, "You are one of books, yes?"
Yeah.
"How do you learn new things?"
Read? I don't get where we're going.
"So So how do you think you should know new things?
You want me to go read more books than I already read? Fine.
Perhaps you are not reading the right ones.
Okay.
Cade!
And he looks over at Zahara. Oh, sorry, you were asking Cade something. Go ahead.
I'll wait till after this is done.
No, you can go ahead. He's listening.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was me as Shannon wanting to talk to Kate, or me as Zahara wanting to talk to Cade, honestly.
Oh, is it the book that I have?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try that after, when we get back,
I don't think
guess.
she's not going to say it, like, right now. She's probably going to wait until after the situation to mention it. Like, roleplay-wise, at least.
But he then looks at Zahara and goes... and just takes a really hard look at you.
Zahara's going to stare back in a single eye. Not blinking. Staring contest.
And he doesn't have an eyelid, so he's going to win.
Oh, never mind.
Oh!
She's still going to keep her eyes on him.
It looks like he doesn't have an eyelid in the picture, so...
Or it's like a snake, or it's just a scale that covers his eye.
Maybe.
But
so
she's gonna blink, but she's not gonna move her eyes off of him.
But he looks at you and goes, "And what questions do you need answered? Perhaps a location? Perhaps family?"
What happened to my old village? And
that is not the family.
Where is it now?
He cuts you off and he says, "That is not the family I speak of." And
Cade like looks at Zahara like,
and he then jumps backwards, like back onto the rock on top of the boulder.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't speak again.
oh, for fuck's sake.
And we're gonna cut back over to Estrella.
All right.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm gonna stab that Mike Wazowski ass looking thing in its
I
fucking
cannot
eye.
not
I'm
picture
tired
the
of
thing,
it.
the girl from my dream that I was talking about. God, it's so awful.
Yes.
I love it so
God.
much. Okay, so you walk up to an office that is empty.
Mm-hmm.
But the door is locked.
Mm-hmm.
And Tumult goes, "Do your thing,
Right.
magic girl."
All right. Sure. So I pull out my lockpick. I guess my lockpick is very much hidden in like up my sleeve, so like I don't actually pull anything out. So it probably looks impressive if I actually succeed at this roll, which I got a 3. So. Even with like plus, I don't know if it's plus dex or plus sleight of hand.
Well, you have it's sleight of hand.
Then it would be a 10.
I'm gonna say that it works. But I'm also going to say that like there was some sort of arcane shock that came out of the lock. So you take about 3 points of damage.
Alright.
That's my compromise.
Okay, that could have been more impressive, but it's a little, it's like I said, lots going on. Anyway,
he turns the knob and you guys walk in. You see an office that has not been used in years. You saw on the front of the door, like I had said, that all of the offices had like name plaques, and if they were red, no one was in, and if they were green, the person was in. This one just said Crimson Heel. It didn't even say a first name. It just said Crimson Heel.
Gotcha.
And it was black with white lettering. Meaning that he wasn't even here. Like, it wasn't even that, like, he's... actually, you don't know what that necessarily means. And Timmel actually says, notes on it and goes, it's weird. They really only turn red or green. I don't know why his name plaque is black.
Wait, you mean they turn, like, the name plaque does it on its own?
Yeah, it's like an arcane thing, like, when the person's in.
Is the plaque removable?
I've never tried.
Can I try to take it with me?
Go for it.
What do I go for?
I'm gonna say... I know it seems weird, but I'm gonna say it's a sleight of hand. Or a dex. Which one's higher?
Dex feeds into sleight of hand, so...
No, I know, but... Oh, okay. I guess sleight of hand is probably better then. Yeah.
Man. Kate, you cursed me. You said I could roll well whenever I wanted, but... I mean, still it's 16, though.
Oh, yeah, you get it. Maybe it has, like, a chip in the side or something,
okay,
but,
so I'm going to just pocket that, I guess. I know this is a weird thing to do. Wait, is there any way I can try to slay, I guess, with a 16, I mean, is a 16 high enough that I did it with, I guess I literally spoke to him about it, so I wasn't very sneaky about it. Okay, fine. So I'm going to say, I realize it's a little weird, but, like, you know, just... I want a souvenir.
He literally puts his hand on, he like puts his finger on your lips, not in like a like romantic way, just in like a literally trying to get you to stop talking way.
Got it. All right, hush hush.
And you guys go inside. He closes the door behind you. You turn around before he can say what he was going to say. You turn around to see an office that, like I said, has not been used in years. And how many years has Hollow been missing? Like,
why do you ask me these questions?
I'm sorry.
I
think it's been like 3 years.
How old am I? I'm 23. Hold on. That happened then. 8 years.
Okay, it hasn't been used in 8 years. Doesn't look like it's been touched in 8 years. And the room is in disarray. Complete disarray.
Interesting.
It doesn't look like somebody went rifling through here trying to find things. It looks like it looks like he might have, like, Hollow might have gone through here looking for something that maybe like a note he took or something that he left there. It doesn't look like it was ransacked by like robbers or like people looking for information. It looks like it was ransacked by him looking for something.
Can I make an investigation check or an insight check? I don't know, to get more out of it.
You can make both.
Okay.
Or whichever's higher.
Well, investigation is 0, so that would be insight. God, what is happening? Kate, what'd you do to me? I got a 10. No, a 9. I got a 9. Can I cast not bless? Can I guide myself?
Guidance?
Yes. Well, because like I don't cast, you know, so it's just I give myself a pep talk.
Yeah.
Can I give myself a pep talk real quick?
Yeah.
All right, Estrella, you can do this.
Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna make this a different way. You're not gonna give yourself guidance. Tumult looks at you and he goes, "Alright, look. I had a hunch, and it worked.
You had a hunch.
Who are you?
What worked? What do you mean it worked? What is it? What did I?
Nobody has been able to get into this office in 8 years.
Oh no, that's, well, you know, that innate magic, you said maybe it just came to fruition in this moment and it just sort of poof.
No.
Yes.
Who are you?
I'm Estrella.
And your last name?
Lafrel.
Something tells me you're not telling the
that's-
truth about that.
That's the last name I use, Estrella Lafrel.
Look,
That's my last name. That's the, you can ask
all right,
most people that. So, sometimes I go by the Lady Starlight.
Puts his hand on he puts his finger to your mouth again, and he goes, look,
Yes.
I was friends with Hollow.
You were.
He was here for like a couple months,
Uh-huh.
and then he
You
disappeared.
did.
I have tried to get into this office so many times.
You have. So you were curious. So you were so you lied to me. You said you weren't even suspicious about it, that you just assumed that he went off to his summer home like some sort of irresponsible little.
Oh, and why do you care so much?
I don't like being
Miss-
lied to. Who likes being lied to? No one likes that.
No.
How ironic.
What? Sorry, you cut out for a second.
I said no one does, Miss Lafrel.
Right, yes. No one does, exactly. And, oh, fine, you know, can I make a deception check?
It's gonna be with disadvantage at this
assumed,
point.
Yeah. Yeah. My luck has run out. Yep, that's gonna be, well, once again, I do have +8, so that is a 14.
Alright, well, it still beats his insight,
So-
'cause I just keep rolling.
Yes,
But
Lafrel is.
all I will say
Uh-huh.
is he goes, okay, maybe I can't prove anything.
You can't. That is correct, but
But there's a reason you took that nameplate, and there's a reason you could get in here.
curiosity, chaos.
Killed many cats trying to get in here.
Are you
Here,
admitting
I
to
was
being a
trying to get-
serial killer?
No, that was me, Sienna, trying to get that in before you said, or chaos, when you said curiosity, and he,
Yeah,
I was trying to-
I got the, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
killed many cats trying to
Look,
get in here.
Timolt, you've been, you know, you may have noticed. What?
Hey.
What?
I'll help you look.
Look for what? I mean, you're just showing me an office. It's meaningless.
Office that my friend left.
Yes. So you admit that you
You
were friends.
ruined
Then you admit that.
Just said
I know. I'm just saying. Like, once again, you know, you told lies, and I've only ever told the truth. So
probably.
what?
What?
Oh, screw it. Fine. You know that something. I've lied about something. You don't know what, but I may have lied about something, and that's all water under the bridge. So let's fight.
Those are really cool shoes you got.
Yes, they're red. What they
Mhm.
yep, they're stilettos. They're 6 inches. I'm very tall because of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not everyone can walk in shoes like this, so I know it's kind of impressive. That's why you're latching on to that, right?
I see one.
No.
Yes. Can you?
Why?
Can I also
are
see
you,
your
are you into? Okay, if you have a foot fetish, if you got me into this
Oh,
room alone because you have a foot fetish, I'm not into that.
Oh my goodness.
I think I didn't know about that kind of tidbit. Alright, fine. You don't want to talk about it, you don't want to admit to it, fine. We'll drop the subject.
I would
Do
appreciate.
you want to try and find out where he went or not?
Yes, of course I do. But only
Right,
out of curiosity, because I'm scared for myself that maybe, you know, as a prospective student. Anyway, let's just find him.
You can keep up that facade if you want to, but I saw you grab the nameplate, so obviously this is a little bit more
If you
than
said
just...
it's weird that it's that color, wouldn't you have... I mean, why didn't you grab it? He's your friend. He's just a random stranger to me.
Get off.
What?
I couldn't take it off.
But, I mean, you know...
Nobody could touch this door in 8 years.
Nobody could I mean, look, I was burnt by the door.
Yeah, and a lot of people were fried by that door.
So, well, but once again, so I powered through it. I'm stronger than some people. Clearly. I walk in 6-inch heels. I have to be. So, like, clearly I'm not whatever you think I am, because, you know, zap zap and all that. If I was something else, whatever you're thinking right now, then I wouldn't have been zapped, right?
He has stopped talking and is starting to rifle through the desk looking for things.
All right, yes. Let's just move on to the looking phase and not the talking phase. I'm good at that.
Doesn't seem like it. He says as he keeps rifling.
Okay, I'm not great at it. I'm more of a doer than more of a, you know, I'm
a talker rather than a...
Yeah, I like to get information from people, not really from things.
For a person who knows how to use a lockpick, you're really loud.
Well, you know, I have to be. It's stage performance.
He's smiling at you, though, when he
It's
says
stage performance. It's part of the show. I have to, you know, distract from the... That's how... Haven't you ever seen any... have you ever seen a stage show? You have to, like, get people on your... Anyway, so, did you find anything or what?
Is investigation intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you didn't find really anything.
Well, what kind of help are you? She didn't actually say that.
I want you to roll me an investigation check.
Alright, come on, Di. You've been so good to me until the last half hour. Come on. Well, it's a little... No, it's... Investigation, it's still a 10. Because
it's better than what you got.
I have a +0 to investigation, so...
I will actually give that to you.
Great.
So, I think that's good enough to find what...
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was what he was gonna... That whole talk where he confronted you was supposed to go very differently. It was supposed to be comforting and, like, encouraging, and that was what was going to give you the guidance.
Estrella does not accept that. Accept comforting and
so,
encouraging.
yes, you may cast guidance on yourself.
Accusations.
You may
about my last name.
Cast guidance on yourself.
Yeah, that I got. So that's 12 then. So it's still not much.
12.
Better, but it's because guidance is only a 4. So I mean a D4. So.
But I'm gonna say that it's good enough. So you see that, like, you see, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard for Estrella to see some of the things that Hollow has written on his desk, like on the papers. Mm-hmm. It looks like the scribblings of a madman. You see words that are like scribbled in like chicken scratch that is not a handwriting that you recognize as being Hollow's, but you can tell that it could be. And you see like words underlined, and you even find a map with like several things like etched into, like, you know, like X's made on places.
What places?
You see there's a big X. There's a big circle over the Spavati Desert. Here, I'll bring us back to the map so you can see what I'm. There's a big X over. There's like a big circle over here,
Okay.
and then an X. There's a big circle over the Isles, and then an X. There's a big circle over the Godly Peaks.
There's a big. Okay. Without
And
an
that's
X.
Mm-hmm. And there is, you see things underlined. You see like scribblings over and over again of him saying, "I must go before. I must go before. I must go before." And it's just over and over and over again.
For what?
And then you see one last line written that's like triple underlined, and it says, "I'm sorry, Estrella."
Oh.
Sorry for what? Can I try to grab that before Timalt sees it?
Sure.
Sleight of hand, I guess?
Yeah.
Come on, work with me. That's gonna be an 18.
Yeah, you do it.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna make him roll a perception.
Alright, so I take that, and I guess I might pocket the map too, because that'll be useful.
Yeah, you can
probably.
pocket the map. I think that like you and Timmel are looking over the map like with each other.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily something that you would need to
Yeah, I
hide.
don't need to
It's
hide
just
that.
places on a map.
Gotcha.
And he goes, but you do see that Timmel goes, "That's strange. He actually, these two with the X's, he
Hold on, it was Spavati, and where was the other one with the X?
was the Isles.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. A big island on
Gotcha.
the Isles. And he and Timmel goes, "That's so weird."
What's weird?
He took trips before he disappeared, I should say. He took like academic trips.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Sorry, we just
What?
got a new follower.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hello.
Hello, and thank you.
Rackety Jones.
Rackety Jones.
Welcome, welcome.
That's great. And and he goes, he went on some like academic trips by himself, but he took a boat and he sailed off, and then he came back, but he was different.
When he set off to the Isles, he came back and was different.
I don't know where he went, he wouldn't say. He just said it was an academic trip, and I assumed that there was some sort of like Isles tech that maybe he needed for some project.
So
or
did he say anything like who sent him on? Was he alone? Did he?
He was alone.
Huh. Interesting.
He wouldn't let anybody come.
Very interesting. And so when he went,
I tried to make it like a boys' trip.
right.
Tried to get even like Tishin on board. And he was all ready. He had bought like a 6-pack for like the way there. I don't know. Didn't seem like enough, but it seemed like it was just for him. But he said he didn't want anybody else with him, and that it was gonna be dangerous or something.
Well, you know,
He was actually. We were really worried about him. He was gone. Well, I mean, of course he was gone, but
What were you gonna say?
I was
finish
that was sorry, that was actually Sienna mixing up her times. I forgot how long it had been since he disappeared.
So this hollow person knew you and Titian and others?
He gives you a look and he goes, well, yeah, I mean, he was a visiting sorcerer with the guild, so...
True. Just, I didn't know, he hung out with,
Well, I mean, he was friends with me, and I introduced him to some of the others. And,
good.
It was before Esmaine had really joined, or anything.
Was it before Cade got here?
Oh, yeah, he disappeared 8 years ago. Cade's only for a year.
Good to know. Cade's not much of a talker,
That's Cade.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not to you.
Right, well, anyone compared to me is not much of a talker, I suppose.
Valid, so valid.
Accurate.
Alright. So, okay, full disclosure here. Well, partial full disclosure, it's sort of fine. I know the guy. We get that I know the guy.
Really?
That I know the guy well. Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on from that, I would love to find him. So like, you've been really helpful, and I'm grateful for that. And okay, maybe you may have figured some things out, but we can just pretend you didn't.
And
right?
You know what, Estrella Lafrel, I didn't figure anything out.
Thank you.
And I can't exactly go disappearing as well.
Right.
So if you find him, just tell him I miss him.
I will.
And that I hope he's okay.
I hope so too.
And that is where we will actually end our session. With you guys staring into the eye of a Nothic.
It's about to get stabbed, for real.
Who has stopped talking to you. And Estrella and Tumult having this comforting moment in Hollow's office.
Great.
We will see you all next time, where we will be playing a nostalgic game of some sort. And then in 2 weeks, we will be picking back up with our party here.
Yep.
Check out our socials in our bio for updates on
Join
whatever
the Discord
platform you use.
Yeah, join the Discord. That's where you'll probably find the most updates. And a bunch of fun people to talk to.
Crackety Joneses were cool. The coolest.
Wait,
now
what
you're
is
ruining
what is their name?
being cool.
What is their name?
That's the whole point.
What's their name? I can't see. I'm not looking at chat.
Is it a fun I mean, I think it's fun because we're there.
It's a Pixies song.
It's a what song?
Crackety Jones is
It's
the
a Pixies
coolest.
song.
Crackety Jones. I love that.
You can find it at. I'm stuck in the voice. Hold on. Let me go back to America. You can find it.
Back to America. Yeah, get out of Ninda.
Yeah.
Go back to.
So Smiley Bly is Zahara, whose real name is Shan.
That's me.
I am the one using the role for nostalgia.
They see the who
thing.
we are.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
Wait, who we are. Oh,
The
on
little thing I put in.
Oh, I thought you were asking. I'm sorry.
I am Kate, who put in the who we are.
Oh yeah, because on this
Like
stream it doesn't
Shan?
say our actual names.
I'm kidding, I don't
Kate,
actually
Rebecca. Oh wait, hold on. Pointing.
So
no.
Kate is Kate.
Hold on, I can do this.
Shan. Hold on. No.
That way.
Rebecca, just wait.
Kate.
Just
Kate
wait.
Is that
Roll
way?
call.
Kate is Cade.
Yes.
Wait. Zahara is Shan.
Hey.
And Estrella is Rebecca.
And Sienna is the dungeon master.
And I am Sienna. I am Your humble dungeon
The
master.
dungeon master.
Your humble Dumbledore.
I am your
I'm your
humble
humble
Dumbledore. Humble Dumbledore.
I think the effects
damn.
of the second dose are settling in.
Yeah.
What?
I think
What
it's
second
speech,
dose?
yeah.
What?
Yes. Thank you, Tim, for
What's
pointing it.
going on?
This is the hardest thing ever because it's not because I'm mirrored, so it's not the direction I want it to be.
Yeah.
And so, still wrong. So Kate is this way. God.
Rebecca also just does not know her left.
I don't know my left
looking
from
at-
my right. This is one of my many shortcomings, but one of them is
I
that
don't-
I do not know my left from my right. This is a known fact about me.
Oh, LSD or the vaccine.
Probably
You
a
know
little of
LSD.
both, you know.
I
A
don't have,
little of both.
I don't have the stream up, so I'm just looking
Oh.
at Skype. So it's just
Oh.
Kate,
Oh yeah.
Shannon, and Rebecca.
Yeah. Anyway,
And I keep looking
Craigty said of
see this
LSD
cat
or the
perched.
vaccine for your second dose. That was what we were laughing about.
Who knows? And then, yeah.
And then broke
Oh.
your hand or whatever, something like that.
Let-
It's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. It's 9:30. Actually, it's 9:29. But
Oh, and since you're new, Crackety Jones?
yes, correct.
Yep.
I love that name.
Yeah, it is. Since you're new, Crackety Jones, we are roll for nostalgia, and we all share one brain cell.
Truly.
So
Yep.
it's really a given. It's really like kind of sporadic who gets it. Usually on D&D nights, I get it, but I kind of have
Relinquished it. Yes.
Relinquish.
which is, or I might,
Hey, Delaware.
but
You're all NJ
all from
people.
Jersey.
I mean, I and Shan / Zahara are not in NJ right now, but we are natives of NJ, so I'm
Yeah.
practically Delaware. Where I'm from is practically Delaware.
I'm practically
New Jersey born and raised.
I'm practically
in South
New York.
Carolina.
oh,
Wait, so who had the brain cell today?
I would like to take it back because I have an assignment due at midnight.
you can have.
You can
I
take
don't
back
think
the
I
brain cell.
had it to begin with. I don't know how I did this session today. I don't think I had it.
I don't know that any of us had it
We
truly.
might
I
have.
think I had it
The
for a
jar.
few minutes, and then I was just like, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
Sure,
It kind of-
the chat can have it.
Oh yeah, chat can have it once in a while. That's fine.
Chat
I'm
can
gonna
have
guess
brain
that's probably where it was
Probably.
today.
I had the brain cell earlier. I had to do big brain things.
I
And then I got a headache. Probably from doing too many big brain
I had
things.
an interview for a job earlier. It went.
Hey.
I don't know if it went, but
Hey!
I think I had it
It
at
happened.
that moment. So
Thanks,
Good.
Jim. I had to sit through that painful technology class where we spent an hour on a do now.
oh god, what was
Oh
my
I
God,
doing now
that
this
sounds
time?
We had to like post a homework assignment onto like a little discussion board, but the homework assignment isn't due until tomorrow, so some people didn't have it done, which was fine, but people were confused it was actually painful.
Of course. And same as these, Crackety. I have a master's. I was gonna get a doctorate, and then I was like, nope, I'm done with school. And so now I am
I'm
eternally
like,
in
I
school
get
since
you.
I teach. But like
They're all getting masters or have
I-
masters.
I
So
just got
we-
my
I-
master.
yeah.
I actually just bought my regalia somewhat recently, so
Nice.
we're actually having a
I'm getting my
graduation.
second undergrad degree in education.
I'm getting my master's in marine bio. We finally had our
nice.
meetings
That's
for our
My counselor at a high
was in-
school.
project. Oh,
My
nice.
master's is in
We
math.
had a meeting for
I
our
just
group
do
projects
math.
in GIS, and one of the people in my group is actually the professor's son. So
dear.
we're gonna send him to the professor
Nice.
to ask all of our questions about the
That's a-
project.
that's a
a
strong
strategy.
plan.
Yeah. As a professor, not really as an instructor at a community college. I teach math at a community college. So my goal is to be a full-time professor at a community college teaching math.
So this is so funny. I'm going to school to get certs in elementary ed, middle school ELA, and then K through 12 art. But Rebecca and I also
The real dream.
want to be fiction
Yes,
writers.
you want to edit for us?
The coincidences just keep piling on.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
All right.
Well,
Alright.
I'm gonna go pass out.
yeah, I have to finish this assignment that's due at midnight.
I might.
I need to.
I gotta go-
I have a
I
date
don't
with
know.
Emily in Stardew.
True.
So.
I'm
I
getting
thought you were
married in
gonna say for
Stardew
real.
today, so finally.
Congratulations!
Thank you. I'm so
Congrats!
excited. Not really, but.
Abby and I
So
are thinking
excited.
about adding a nursery
Oh,
onto
how
the
exciting
house.
Ooh.
Aww.
I
I
have
don't
almost
necessarily
enough
want a
hardwood
kid,
for
I
a
just
nursery.
want a room to
It's
keep
just so
more of
much
my
hardwood.
stuff.
Well,
But you
that's
can make the house bigger still.
I mean,
without
that's
having babies.
yeah, that's the next like step in the house. So that's just what I
How
meant.
does that work?
You need
I don't know
150
yet.
hard. Oh, you mean how do you have a child when? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
I don't
do
Or-
they just
They
make it
do. I don't think they require anything. I think they just
Yeah.
like exist.
Yeah, I think it's like if
Awesome.
you have a nursery, maybe it's after time. I don't know. Why would I know this? Why am I acting like I know this? I'm speaking from Harvest Moon. In Harvest Moon, it's just the end of this third year or whatever. Yeah, hey, a baby is there. So
A baby's there.
that's how
Oh,
it works.
baby.
So,
All right.
anyway. Well, good night,
alright.
everyone.
Well, if you want to hear more Stardew
Yeah.
talk,
maybe
Yeah.
in the Discord.
yeah. I have a book to read or an anime to watch or Stardew to
Should we
play.
just
Whatever.
make a Stardew channel? I'm too
We probably
obsessed
should
No.
at this
right
point.
now.
No.
No, we have too
Or
many
just
channels.
put it in gaming.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright.
Good
Bye,
night.
y'all.